Beats in the hood.
Yeah. What's up, fam? How can I assist you today?
Oh no, we're just getting ready to do this interview, so just stay on standby because we on Drink Champs, and
It's that AI?
I just want you to be posted up because we about to go in. It's legendary. The show's dope.
Yo, fam, that sounds absolutely legendary. You know what I mean? Getting ready for Drink Champs is big vibes. I'm here for you, on standby, ready to jump in whenever you need. You feel me?
Yo, you got a man series.
Just say the word. I've got you back.
That's hard. That's hard.
Why I'm set?
Are you ready?
I'm set. Rolling.
What it good be? Hopefully this is what it should be. This is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is Drink Champs Yappy Hour. Make some noise! Now we've been doing this for 8 years. And we like to do our due diligence. When I tell you, when I was doing research on this man, it was one of the funnest I've ever done. This man has put us on to AI in 2010. He is hands down one of the best producers in the world. He can make any type of music. He has made every type of music. He is a writer, producer, fashion icon, F1 representative. To me, he's just one of the, he is hands down one of the most unique individuals in this world.
Thanks, bro.
He is, in case you don't know who we talking about the one, the only, the impeccable, motherfucking Will.i.am. I'm off top drinking some Japanese whiskey to you. Yeah, I'm off top. So I watching that video from 2010, were you speaking about AI and what it's gonna do? It almost was scary. Like I had goosebumps watching it because you hit it on the nose. You said exactly what AI is, and how did you research that? Like,
So I like to hunt. I like to go out and just get as much information as possible, pattern match, and then like project out what does the next 5 to 10 years look like. So at that point in time, I was hanging out at MIT a lot when Black Eyed Peas would go out and tour Boston.
That's crazy.
And there was a professor by the name, rest in peace, Professor Patrick Winston, who was the head of AI at MIT. And I was like really just hyped on, the concept of AI, the promise of AI. And at that point in time, the world was in an AI winter, meaning the folks that were developing AI, the funding was sparse, and not a lot of like folks was really hip.
What years is it exactly around?
When I was going to MIT, hanging out in Professor Patrick Winston's class, that was 2007, 8, 9,
So
10.
super early in the development.
wow.
And so I was so like, and then at that point in time, I started working at Intel. I was in the futurist department at Intel.
Wow.
And the whole premise of these futurist departments, like you're supposed to be super plausible. If somebody shows you something, you can't just give your opinion. If you don't like it, you got to give them, reasons on why you don't like it and then how to improve it. If you don't have a reason on how to improve it, then save your opinion. Like that's the and then
Has to be
and then where it can go. That's how you're like super valuable in these types of brainstorming sessions. And so my first couple of sessions, they kept calling me back because I would, look around corners, see how like certain technologies would play out. So from that, like projecting out, like, wow, if a computer could do this right now, and we're moving to digital, and Napster happened in 2000, and compute is getting even more indistinguishable. Like a piano sounds pretty, a synth piano sounds like a freaking, a real big ass, Yamaha Steinway.
Right.
And if compute and synthesizers can do like that, well, then that means the projection of that, well, we're just a matter of time before the computer will understand the whole entire English language, being able to take all the timbers of the voice, high notes, low notes, and you'll be able to type in lyrics and the machine will sing it, say it, produce it. And that was unheard of in 2009 because the Transformer paper wasn't written yet.
All right.
So folks that don't know what the Transformer paper, the T in ChatGPT comes from the Google Transformer paper. The T
Not to
stands
be
for
confused
Transformer.
with Decepticons and Autobots.
No. Not to be confused with Decepticon.
I was confused.
Turns out that ain't too sci-fi. That actually could come to it. That's plausible.
The robotic Transformer, the Decepticon.
Yeah, that ain't too far out.
Right.
To be able to have like some type of machine take a different form and speak and shit.
Right.
Right.
Like back in the 80s when we were watching cartoons, it was like, yeah, right, that ain't real.
Right.
Right.
Just like Aladdin
Right.
wasn't real. The genie in the bottle. Turns out that shit's real.
That's what's happening. Right.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you a story. I knew I was going to start off with this. I went to go see Busta Rhymes in the studio. Busta was in the studio with you. Right? And at the time that you're so on fire, like I was so scared to talk to you, right? I was like, until I actually met you and I realized that you was cool as shit, right? But I don't know if you had knew this guy in the hallway, like you went to you was going somewhere and I don't know if you knew this guy, but you seen a Mexican dude, right? And you was like, orale, vato. And I looked at you, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you turned full-fledged Mexican. Like, I saw you, and for years I was telling people this story, right? And people was like, I was spreading a rumor. I was like, man, I think Will.i.am is a Mexican gang member. I was telling people that. People was like, oh, no, you're crazy, you're wild. Until you did Big Boy's Neighborhood just now. And you actually did the accent, and I actually got to see it. And I was like, you finally got me under the hot water. Like, because, so I guess this is a long question. You're from East Los Angeles?
Simon, dog.
Yo,
fucking life, homie.
Yo, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Like I grew up right there on fucking on 8th Street and Olympic, and no disrespect, because a lot of motherfuckers are gonna hear me and shit.
Right.
They're gonna think I'm clowning and shit, being disrespectful, homes. But not even, homes. This is when I grew up, fool. This is how I was, dog. Like everybody in my fucking neighborhood, dog, they know me. Like, what's up, Nin, the way, fucking Calvin, these motherfuckers right they're watching this shit, fool. They're gonna be like, hey, fucking Willie Dong, you're always on this fucking show, you know? And you never fucking shout us out. What's up, Nasario? What's up, baby Mondo? 7? What's up, Putons? I'm over here in drink champs, fool. Hey, don't tell my fucking mom I'm drinking, dog.
I'm gonna tell you because for years, growing up in New York, black and brown people are like simultaneously they're together. A lot of times when I went to Los Angeles, I didn't see that. Yeah. So me hearing you, that was the first time I heard that, because I was like, whoa, you know what I'm trying to say is like, in the East Coast we're so like intertwined, but in the West Coast it's not. But when I found out your situation, I was like, oh shit, they do.
But I was signed Eazy-E. I signed to Eazy-E when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And he was like, hey, nigga, them motherfucking essays love your ass, nigga. I was like, because he knew people from my neighborhood. he was like, nigga, you crazy, nigga. Like, look at how you dress, nigga. Like, I always thought you was weird, nigga. Like, but now
this is a conversation with Easy.
now
His impressions just stand off.
now it makes sense, nigga, because you like, because everybody thought we was either Dominican or Panamanian,
Right. Makes sense.
They make sense.
right? Because if you like crispy dark like me,
Right.
and you had like growing up, I had a thick Mexican accent. It was like,
There's not many Afro-Mexicans that people know of.
or blolos or blolas.
Right.
A blolo is a black cholo, and a blola is a black chola. Like, and there's a lot of blolos, fool.
Right.
And like when I go home, they'd be like, sock check, fool. And sock check is cholos. They wear high socks.
Oh shit!
Like socks be high up
Right.
all the time.
My socks
so-
be high when I play handball.
So my socks is high all the time. Like right now, nigga, like my shit's high up, bro. So they're gonna be like, all right, fool, you want to drink champs, fool, with high socks, dog? I'm like, hell yeah, fool. Anyway, I love my neighborhood. I love Boyle Heights.
Wow.
Like to my heart. Like
Wow.
I went back to my neighborhood. I started my school teaching kids robotics and computer science in 2008. And now I had 65 kids in my program. Now with my partnership with LAUSD, we serve over 14,000 students in LA.
Wow.
We in 400 schools with robotics and computer science, like Boyle Heights, East LA. Like my people's still there. My aunt works at the homeless shelter. My uncle still to this day is the basketball coach, keeping the kids off the street. Like that, if I wasn't doing music, or if I didn't have success, we would still be in the neighborhood.
Wow.
We would still be doing the work that we do. Across the street from my school, my aunt works at the police station.
Wow.
Like, we got a 64945. That's my aunt, bro.
What?
Every time I go back home, be like, hey, Willie, we love your aunt, fool, your whole family, dog. Like, you know, you guys are really cool for the neighborhood, homes. Like, my life to this day, black and brown, it was always feud in LA.
Right.
But they showed my family love from the 50s. We've been in the projects since the 50s.
Wow.
Like, projects, like, when I moved my mom out the projects, we was crying like, I'll be back, nigga, I'll be back. So I still go back. Every time I'm home, I go back.
Right.
On Sundays, like clockwork when I'm home. I still shop at the supermarket on Thanksgiving to get my masa to make my fucking tamales. And I'm like, for real, that's life.
Right.
So
It's a part of your DNA.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Let's make some noise for that unique ass. I was so happy when he did Big Boy Show. I was like, I told y'all, because I didn't know if I was catching like a moment. Like I didn't know what I saw when I saw it, but I was like, yo, his mannerisms is the same. Like it's like, you know, it's a certain thing like a Puerto Rican. There's no, you can't imitate a Mexican. You just can't. It's either it's in you or it's not. And so that was so dope.
But it's a sensitive thing. I'm not. In no way am I being disrespectful or like, because for folks that may see it and they don't know where I come from, I know what that looks like.
Right.
That looks like, oh man, like, what's this fucker doing, dog?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
this fucker owns. Like, no, it's not like that's how I was raised.
Right.
I can't help where I was born and raised. I can't help like the community that is a part of the bricks. It's a part of my structure.
Right.
And I love it. I love it. Like, there's this artist by the name of Juan Sebastian.
Right.
Rest in peace. He's like a regional hero icon from Mexico. And so I did a song with Juan Sebastian. Like way before people were doing regional stuff in 2011 and 12. I flew down to Mexico, worked with Juan Sebastian, called my next door neighbors. Like Calvin, no, not Calvin, it was N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E, put your dad on the phone, fool. He was like, fucking Willie, dog, where you at? I'm like, I'm in Mexico, fool. I want your dad to talk to Juan Sebastian.
That's dope.
Big Fabian, dad's name is Fabian. Gets on the phone, he was like, "Ay, Willie, like talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, hey, Fabian, I want to introduce you to Joan Sebastian. No mames, güey. Ay, mijo. Gracias. And he was talking to his hero.
Right.
Because when we were growing up, we would do posadas, like when they'll bring the Virgin Mary to everybody's house. And because we grew up Baptist, apostolic.
Right.
And so I would just follow the Virgin Mary going around the house, and Noah's dad would be singing, drunk, aburacho out, like what's up, like singing and shit. And that was a beautiful moment. Our little village, our little neighborhood. It's like I said, like that community, that world. It's why Black Eyed Peas feels foreign. Like I don't really get where they from.
Right.
And that's because we're part of this, come from this little small cut called Boyle Heights.
Right.
We loved hip hop. We still to this day loved hip hop. Not just NWA. People love Tribe, KMD.
Right.
Like we was tagging.
Right.
And that was our entry point. So for folks that didn't understand us, or didn't understand me, I'm a Blaxican.
Right.
And love it. Unapologetic, like high socks every day.
And that resonated internationally.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, one thing that comes across is Black Eyed Peas made global music. Like I remember me going out and getting my first like #1, and me seeing other people showing up to my concert. Like I remember I did Super Thug, and there was no more. Not black people wasn't coming to my concert, but it was global. It was bigger than me, right? So different races started to come, and I didn't know how to cater to them. To me, every time I made global music, I almost made it by mistake. To me, the global music that you make, to me, it seems like you deliberately are doing this on purpose to please everybody. Is that something?
No, I go in the studio like a scientist. And I try to figure out like, okay, how can this go as wide and make as much impact on this earth as possible? It's like, if you tagging, you want to get up on the heavens.
Right.
You want that freeway overpass.
Yep.
You want that train that goes through all boroughs. If you tagging in the alleys, only a couple of people gonna see that tag.
Right.
So I want all city. Like it's this tagging mentality. I want to get up. I want landmarks. I want it never to be erased. That same mentality, that competitiveness. I'm like, oh man, what you on top 40 rating? How do I get everywhere?
Right.
Like, how do I get everywhere? I know what the projects is like.
Right.
I want to change my projects. I just don't want to talk about my projects. I want to go back to my projects and change it for the better.
Right, with something to offer.
And so my when I enter the studio, this is the realm that I go into that impacts the globe. Why wouldn't you? Why my thing is like, why wouldn't I want to have business in Uruguay and Paraguay? Why don't I want to have business in, El Salvador, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Chile, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Venezuela? Why don't I want to impact Panama and Colombia and Cuba and Puerto Rico? Why don't I want to be in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan? Why don't I want to be all Lithuania, Estonia? Why don't I want to have Russia and Georgia? Why don't I want to be in Laos and Cambodia and Philippines and Indonesia and Thailand and Japan and South Korea and Hong Kong and China? Why don't India? Why don't I want all across the continent of Africa? Why don't you want to go to Ethiopia? Why don't you want to go to Sudan? Why don't you want to go liberate folks and show them that black folks can have global impact? And I think it's a setup that black folks don't have that global impact perspective. Like, I think they set us up not to want to have global business and be local. That's a setup. That's a mindset that whether we like it or not, we've been conditioned not to see ourselves as global impactors. Like there's a song called Rock the Planet Rock. I took that shit seriously. Like, oh, wait. Yo, you want to rock the planet?
Yep.
Rock the planet, rock, don't stop. Like, oh, wow, those are coordinates. Well, say no more. Let's go rock the planet. I just didn't think it was like a metaphor. Those are serious coordinates to go out and do business.
Right.
Rock the planet, rock, don't stop.
Right.
Right? That's my whole, like, let's get it. Let's do it as big as possible.
Right.
And it's crazy that mentality would be there when it's a fact that hip hop is a global phenomenon, and it has been for a very long time. And it feels like less and less the United States and the artists here wanting to take advantage of that or go further out of their areas and see the global impact and the global business they could be doing.
Yo, bro, the planet is amazing.
All right.
It's a beautiful place to be selling stadiums outside of the States or arenas by yourself. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. And I think because I grew up in an all-Mexican neighborhood, went to an all-white school, black family, went to all-black church, hung out with Filipinos on the weekends, started your group with a Filipino, that is the...
Yeah.
You're a Rubik's Cube of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's L.A.
Right.
And what turned out to be the Black Eyed Peas.
Because like the group is so different, right? I remember the only people that they could compare you guys to was like the Fugees, right? And I remember.
Oh no, I also look like Wyclef.
Oh, okay, but
We look like twins and shit.
did the comparisons kind of stop when you guys added Fergie to the group?
No, because the music we were making.
Was it really that? I mean, me as a DJ back then, I never had that comparison. Like I never put the.
Well,
I got called Wyclef all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Wyclef. I'm like,
But musically or because of looks?
what? If you look like a duck, you a duck. You know. So that's just the reality.
Right.
And so I would always tell myself, the moment somebody calls Wyclef Will.i.am, I made it. It became my barometer.
Call Wyclef and Will.i.am tonight.
So one time, hold on. I love you, Clef. That's like my big brother.
He's the best.
So one time I had this concert, and that was always in my thing. Like the moment, because every time we would do a show, we opened up for Wyclef on the Smoke and Grooves tour, our first tour. And they would always be like, Wyclef. I'm like, nah, I ain't Wyclef. Everywhere I'll go, Wyclef. And so I always told myself, the moment somebody calls him Will.i.am is when I make it. So one day we was doing a show at Central Park. Some girl comes up to me, this little girl says, can I take a picture of you, Will.i.am? And I'm like, oh, sure. And then he says, the Wyclef comes up, he's like, you know, Will, my daughter really thinks I look like you. I'm like, nigga, I made it. Made it, nigga. Your daughter, nigga. Made it. She said you look like me.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know if it was daughter or his family member.
Right.
But I love Wyclef. Like that dude really would like Busta, Chuck D, you know, Cypress Hill, MOP, they would always show us love on our first tour. Like, man, y'all got something. Y'all dancing out there. Because we were like dancers. Like, we wanted to dance all the time and to differentiate ourselves from folks. But yeah, when your heroes give you love and show you, you know, your recipe, they respect your recipe. They may not fuck with it 100%, but they respect the recipe.
Right.
That's all you need. And that first like nod to like I see what it is you're trying to do, for me it was easy. That dude is like responsible for my audacity, my ambition, and my hunt to go out and be an entrepreneur, because I saw him not only as an artist but a businessman, entrepreneur, breaking the mold. Like, why would we sign a Ruthless?
Right.
Out of all the people he could have signed when Ice Cube and Dre left, why would we sign there?
Wow.
I have a song with him called Niggas and Jews that we recorded in 1992. Another song called Merry Motherfucking Christmas. they aight, but still, like, why out of all the people in LA?
Right.
And so I take that with like, that's the only stamp you need. Go out there and be yourself. Don't have to try to fit in like that. If you try to fit in, you. How can you fit in when your shape? You don't even see your shape on the board.
Right.
So there's no need for me to fit in. I just built a new table.
Right. How did you guys connect specifically? You guys and Easy?
I used to freestyle, and at this rap competition, I would just battle people, and so he saw me freestyling and signed me just off of my freestyles.
Really?
So it wasn't Black Eyed Peas.
No. It was a group before that. We was in a group before the Black Eyed Peas, and we recorded from 92, 3, 4, 5, and when he passed away in 95, that summer we started the Black Eyed Peas.
Wow.
One thing we've noticed with Easy is we've been hearing a lot of stories of people that he was about to mess with or he was gonna sign.
Like he wasn't just a gangster.
It's incredible how many lives he touched, for real.
Right.
No, dude. If he never passed away, I think the whole entire music industry, this thing called hip hop, would be totally different.
Wow.
The force that he was as an entrepreneur, I don't know who would have. The pillars that we have today, I don't know if they would have been able to get into the room because he was so dominant.
Right.
As an entrepreneur, label head, style creator, genre creator, star birther. This dude is star finder. You know, the dude was impeccable.
Yeah.
How difficult was it in the 90s where, you know, gangster music was the forefront?
Dominant,
you know what I mean?
right.
And and like we pointed out earlier, you guys were deliberately making global music. Was that difficult?
Late 90s?
Yeah.
Late night.
I believe you dropped in 98, right?
We dropped in 98. So at that point
Best
in
year
time,
of my life. Go ahead.
that point in time, like, gangster rap was the business.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like keeping that boom bap or that musical conscious, you know, our version of Tribe alive. Because although we were signed to Ruthless, I based my whole entire career and my artistry off of
We can see that.
Q-Tip, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul.
Wow. Of course.
And there's this one song, Groove is in the Heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
That recipe to me, that's just Black
Q-Tip's
Eyed
on
Peas.
there, yeah.
All right.
You know, there's a black dude with a white girl with a freaking dance song that's soulful.
That's an incredible record, yeah.
You know, that to me told me like, oh wow, that's the recipe. Every time I see Tip, I try to thank him as much as possible because I appreciate him. And now he's almost single-handedly changed my life, the course of my life, with his expressiveness, his fearlessness, and just how colorful he is with his writing, his producing. I just wanted to do my version of that. And so I really, like I said, I don't try to fit in. I don't try to, like, you know, follow the herd. So I didn't really mind. I didn't really like, oh man, we got to be a little harder.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
Right.
You know,
Being yourselves.
Because there was this lyric that Pa said, "Fuck being hard. Pasta Noose is complicated."
Right.
So I'd rather be complicated.
Right.
I'd rather try to take complex thoughts and simplify them. Being hard, I don't want to live a hard life.
Right.
I want to live an easy life.
Right.
So why do I want to put myself in a configuration of hard that represents difficulty? I don't want that. Coming out the projects, I want, like I said, I want to go back to my projects and uplift it. Our records, we never talk about the neighborhood we're from. There's no need to talk when you want to do. And so I'd rather do my art, take my proceeds, go back to the neighborhood in a way that is fruitful, seed planting, nurturing, mentoring the kids, and involving the community in the process, you know?
But definitely you had to have inserted something from the neighborhood in everything you did in the music, even if it wasn't evident, even if it wasn't talking about the neighborhood.
Oh, just the fearlessness.
Right.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Right.
You gotta have that, like, hey, this is what everybody's doing. So,
Right.
not everybody, I ain't.
Right.
So it can't be that everybody.
Right.
You know, so, and I get that really from, like, you know, my mom in my neighborhood, you know, the other folks that take care of you when shit's hot on the block. You know, Bubbles, if you listening, thank you so much. Pat Methena, Pat McCarthy, rest in peace. The Cantu family, you know, all the folks in the neighborhood that looked after me and my family. It was, you know, it was some awesome times.
Because, like, I remember, like, one point, South was just dominating, right? And I remember me even being, like, influenced by the South. Like, and I made a South style type of record. Like, I was trying to make a record that sounded like the time. That's something that seems like you never do. You don't never follow the trend. You actually make the trend.
Oh, no. I've
Have you followed the trend?
shake that thing. No, shake. Like, I did, like, 5 records like that.
Okay.
Or, like,
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Yeah.
like, man, Sean Paul, like, when his run was, I'm like, yo, what is he doing? You know? Your record,
Yes.
Boricua. I was in the studio like, wait, what's going on here?
Yes.
Like,
Because you the black Mexican and I'm the nigga Rican.
no, but for real, like, yo, thank you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you a part of a whole wave. That song is responsible for a lot of people
Yes.
having careers.
It is.
Daddy Yankee.
It is.
Not to say I made Daddy Yankee. I didn't make
No,
him.
all the folks that came after y'all.
After that, yes. I'm not saying I made him, but I remember this is my close friend. Him and Fat Joe was probably two close people to me. They both had secret meetings with me. They pulled me to the side and said, "Stop doing that reggaeton shit." They did not want me to do it, and I'm glad that they were wrong.
Yeah, we didn't see it as Latinos in hip hop. We were like sticking to. We wanted the respect, the big puns, the Cypress Hills, and the reggaeton wasn't that for me at the time. So when you did it, I was like, I don't know.
I got a vision like you. Like,
Yeah.
I went to Puerto Rico, and I seen these people dance all night. And I was like, wait a minute, no one's getting stabbed? No one's getting shot? I was used to that. I thought a good hip hop party, somebody gotta get shot. somebody gotta get stabbed. So I sit there and I was watching these people, this woman dancing all night. And I said, I have to go to America, even though Puerto Rico is America. I was like, I have to go to Puerto Rico and I have to tell these DJs to start playing these records. What happened was, the DJs was like, fuck that shit. So I was like, all right, cool. They're like, I'll play your shit, N.O.R.E, but I'm not playing that shit. So the only how for me to do it was for me to take a risk. And I gotta tell you, to tell you the truth, this is real. I don't know if I've ever said this before. Black people cut me off. Black people was like, fuck that. You want to be Puerto Rican now? You want to be fully Puerto Rican? Swear to God.
You always were Puerto Rican.
I was
though.
always Puerto Rican. I'm a half and half. I've always been. But that record helped me change the world. But I remember you on Spanish early, and I remember now that it makes sense. Now that it makes sense because you was probably listening to the same shit I was listening to.
Yeah, out traveling the world.
Right.
You're like, yo, what song is that?
Yep.
Like, oh man, go to the DJ, yo, what's this?
Yep.
Oh fuck, Black Eyed Peas, bro. Like, yeah, what you playing though? And write it down like, yo, that's just crazy.
Right.
So when I got hip to Daddy Yankee,
Right.
and then he signed to Interscope.
Yep. That's right. Y'all was there at the
So
same time.
2004, he came to LA and we did a song together called Playing the PR. And then I did a couple of other songs with him. Who's Your Daddy? But Daddy Yankee, like, wow, bro.
Right.
You like, this dude helped birth a whole sound of music, bro.
Right.
For a whole, like,
You know, I brought Daddy Yankee to Dame Dash, and
then-
Dame Dash said, "Give him some gear." I was so embarrassed. Like, I brought him gold. I was like, this guy is Busta Rhymes on stage, Jay on the lyrics, and Nas with the looks. Did I kill that? I felt like I killed that just now. And Dame said, "Give him some Rockaware." I was like, sign him, dude. Like Do you know how?
Oh, this is before Jimmy signed him.
This is before.
Yeah.
This is
Because Jimmy signed him after
Yeah, Jimmy signed him
Canto.
after me. Like,
Yeah.
And just really quick, to be fair, because you're saying like painting it the way that I didn't like it at all, but
Yeah.
all these, a lot of those early reggaeton artists that broke, like the Daddy Yankees, were all, because I went to Puerto Rico in early 2000 before it came over here, and they were all hardcore hip hop
Latin rap.
MCs
Yeah.
on Tony Touch mixtapes,
Yeah.
and they had to resort to doing reggaeton because, you know, and I'm sure there's various versions of the story,
Yes,
but
of
because
course.
it became the tourist music and the stuff that worked in the club for them. You know, so when one of my homies who's a big producer in that world took me to a club, all I'm hearing is Murder, She Wrote looped over and over again
That's
with
what it is.
a Latin patois, you know, Spanish patois, and I'm like, they're like, this is gonna blow up. I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't know, but the evolution of when it came over here with what you did, and then everybody that came, that evolved into such a bigger music than what it started.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then shout out to El General.
Oh yeah, he's the
Man,
original.
know your shit.
He's the original.
Oh shit! Okay.
And he was respected. He was respected.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Rightfully, he's the godfather.
And he
of
was
reggaeton.
respected in
Yeah.
Jamaica. All the sound sets, they
Yes.
all respected him. We played them
Yes.
in our sets. Like, nah, yeah.
Yes.
That's what all my cousins look like.
Oh, wow.
I got cousins that look, like I said, they thought we was Panamanian or Dominican, because if you want the projects, like black family in projects, a lot of your aunts or a lot of your family members date Mexicans.
Right.
And a Mexican black mix looks like a homemade Dominican or
Yes, this is
that's what all my family look like that. I got a cousin named Dante with a big ass nose. Yes, I called you big ass nose on Drink Champs. Gotcha, nigga. He be like, it's fucked up, Willie. Why you call me out like that? Because your nose is big. So yeah, I had to, because he got me at our last family gathering.
Right.
He said I'm the only vegan with a belly. So anyway, that's cool. So yes, like, see, I paid it forward. I said your joke on because you ain't here to defend yourself. But yeah, he looks like El General, like for real, bro, like twins.
Let me ask you. Your music is so fun. It's so like. What do you love more, creating the music or performing the music?
I like the songs I don't put out. More.
I wasn't ready for that. You like the songs you don't put out.
Yeah. So like if I go out and do like a global record, like, oh man, we gonna hit for the fences on this one.
All right.
All right.
So after I do that, I go out and do like my tribe vibes for me. And then if I because I gotta keep both sides well sharpened.
Right.
So if I go out and do like, that's why when Game like, hey, nigga, let's go to the studio and chop it up. I know you got some shit. So I'm like, all right, what you want? He was like, you got any Nas shit in there? I'm like, yo, I got a bunch of Nas shit. Check this out. This is before like in the early 2000s all the way up to 2010. I just used to want to record with people just to have it in the vault. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but let's just make songs. So on one of Game's records, I came with like Snoop records, Nas records, and but those are all the kind of songs I do for me.
Right.
And so the stuff I really like, if you be like, yo, what do you, out of all the shit you got, what do you love the most? I'd be like, oh, the shit in my vote.
You got the Dr. Dre syndrome. Where you got like probably 15 albums in your computer that nobody's gonna hear.
No, like
It's like Detox is never coming out.
like a couple of hundred, about a couple hundred
Damn.
albums.
Don't lose that laptop, bro.
And you never plan on putting any of it out. Because couldn't both of those sides of you live, the global side and then this side of you,
No,
for the fans of that?
Like
no, because I don't want this sword out. I just want this out. This sword's too sharp. You know what I mean? I'm not on a cocky level.
I get it.
But I don't want, you know, it's just too sharp for, because then I'm going to get into that. I compete. I like to compete. I'm a competitor. I'm super, super competitive. Like audaciously competitive. To where I'll compete with shit that you don't think I should be competing in.
wow.
And so if I go at this as my career, then I'm, the perfectionist that I am, is going to want to make this the sharpest shit.
Like you'll
ever.
shift to that,
Right.
put your attention in that.
And so with this, to me, is just exercise.
Right.
It's like a great stretch. It's yoga.
All right.
It's a stretch before the sprint.
Right.
It's a stretch before the marathon. And this is marathon sprint music. I compete here. While this, maybe it's not best for me to compete here. There's not that much room to grow, to do the work that I need to do for the things that I love the most, like my family and my community. Like what life am I going to change being the dopest battle rapper, making the sickest beats?
All right.
I'd rather do that for me for love, and I go here and do this work, pile up, so I could go out and, you know, do the work that I love to do the most.
Makes sense.
We had recently we're producing Bleak's podcast, and Bleak had Freeway on, and Freeway is saying how Beanie Siegel is using AI to replace himself,
His voice.
because you know Beans kind of lost his voice,
Like DLC was
like
what
DLC.
looking at.
DLC said he's not going to do it, right?
He said he's on the fence, like he doesn't.
He's
think
on the
he-
fence. In this case, this was the first time I looked at AI like, oh, okay, this is something positive, right? Because the one thing you could hear Beanie Siegel, you could still hear his bars when you hear his new shit, but his voice is not the same. Is that something that you think is a positive thing? Like in the case of DLC, in the case of Beanie Siegel using AI?
If they own their model, yes, that's dope.
Right.
But we're not there yet. The artists currently right now,
All right.
that's what I'm trying to push for, is for the artists to own their model.
Meaning your voice.
Yeah, the entire essence
Whatever creates it for
and
them,
likeness
right.
stack. You need
Right.
artists need to own that,
Right.
their own model.
Wow.
So their own tuning. So specifically for the AI community, an artist should own the tuning of their voice, whatever that spectrum is, whatever that instance is. The artist should own that, and they should only one should access their voice. The moment an artist right now, because there's no regulations, because there's no governance, does that, and they don't truly own it, that brings up a whole lot of other things,
Yeah.
like duping, fake newsing, because they're going to be using it in ways that, that means anybody could go in there and type some shit. And what if the instant itself is not trained and tuned around specifics on I would never say that.
Right.
So the AI that most people are using requires somebody to go there and bust a verse, do their verse, and then they do new age auto-tune and they wrap it around the sounding of somebody's voice.
Right.
But it still requires, a lot of these systems still requires somebody to spit it.
Right.
There's this new system, you don't need none of that. It's just from that video
Yeah.
that we did in 2010, it's
Very scary.
exactly that. It says it.
Replicates the
I think
mannerism,
you
the
said,
flow.
in the video, it was like, so we don't have to go to the studio no more?
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Yo, bro, I had a radio interview today. And so after the interview, we wrapped up the interview, right? And we wrapped up the interview, and they were like, I got some last minute statements
Okay.
that I want to add. I summarized our whole entire interview. I just want to show you what's possible now. So I typed in on the system, live comedic show at the Laugh Factory. And then I put a quick summary of what we talked about in the meeting. And then I threw it through an AI system, and the AI did this shit. Look. Hold on, check it out.
So y'all talking about radio, right? Y'all talking about how something old is going to be new. That's like asking a cow how it's going to jump up and fly. AM, FM is dope. And FM's, because his name is morning and night. And we are on the motherfucking moon now. Nighttime, oh damn tape.
I'm surprised you didn't have a Beast by Dre speaker.
This is y'all shit.
Oh,
So I think that it's not just music, bro.
Mm-hmm.
These things are simulating crowd laughter.
Right.
Know where to put it at. You know, instant, bro. That happened, and I do some shit right now. I do a little freaking same comedic shit
Ain't
about
creepy, man.
and that's where we are now.
Right.
So, you know, right now you making beats, you competing with somebody on the top 10. As creatives, we're thinking about skip rates. We're thinking about like TikTok algorithms. People aren't truly being 100% creative right now.
Right.
We're being dictated by algorithms. So when AI music is in effect, who do you think's gonna, flex on the algorithm and understand the algorithm more? Us or an AI?
An AI, of course.
So the AI will be able to understand the algorithm more than we are guessing at the algorithm. So in a real hot second, we need to change our values. We need to change like what we really, what do we really appreciate? What do we really call dope?
Right.
Because if everything has been like really dialed down, and a lot of people out there be like, nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, you did boom, boom, pow. Nigga, that ain't sophisticated. But AI wasn't then there.
Right.
So now these times. And now somebody be online be like, yeah, nigga, but what you really doing that's sophisticated now, nigga? You talking all that shit, Will.i.am. Right? They gonna say that. What you really doing sophisticated, Nick? I'd be like, this AI shit. Gotcha, nigga. This is sophisticated.
You ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yeah, that movie's hard.
That movie's crazy, man.
Yo, it's fucked up. Because
like,
as time got
People got dumber.
on, people got dumber. I swear to God, I feel like that. I don't think there's no one in his room right now that knows their girl's number.
Oh, no.
You know your girl because you old school. You a dinosaur. But it's like, but this like just think about it. Some of the most important people in your life, you don't know.
But that's more memory retention. I'm talking about getting dumber.
No, but that's dumb too because back in the days, remember, we knew everyone's number. When you got locked up, you knew who to call. When you got locked, do you think that's true in time? Because I seen you say people are invested in AI, but they're not invested into HI.
Yeah.
Human intelligence.
I love when you said that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so in this age, like, okay, I have my foundation and I got my AI stuff. And the reason why I say that is because it's been easier for me to raise money for AI than it is for me to go raise money for my philanthropy for HI. Right. I know, I'm not just saying that like theoretically, like actually.
Wow.
And it breaks my heart that like, damn, okay, we raised all this money for this AI, but damn, it's like really hard pinching pennies to get folks to like donate for HI. To your point on like memory retention, we have that issue, but then we also have critical thinking.
That's the part.
Like the critical thinking, there's nothing in society that we celebrate where it's about critical thinking and rewarding people for being awesome critical thinkers.
Right.
We reward people for bullshit posts, the most disrespectful things we do to each other on lyric and song. We reward folks for
Twerking.
You know, what? Twerking's exercise. No, I'm joking.
Okay. I've never looked at it like that. Okay.
Like, you know the abdominal muscles, how awesome they got to
All
be.
muscles are at play there.
You understand? Right. Not to, I don't want to like shun nobody, but the things that we celebrate in society as a whole, doesn't really push and celebrate awesome critical thinking.
Right.
And so, like body dysmorphia, because the filter entered, now we have more plastic surgeries for generations of people that don't necessarily need plastic surgery because they want to look like the filter.
That's crazy.
That means in the next 10 years, you're going to have psychological, conversational, mental dysmorphia because people would rather use an AI clone of them voice to speak for them. You can be talking to somebody on the phone, be like, yo, man, I just love this girl, bro. Yeah, bro, she like make me feel some type of way, like I really fuck with her heavy. Turns out, the past 6 months, you've been talking to her AI in 2028.
Right.
2028, you've been talking to her AI. And then finally, she's like, all right, cool. Like my AI told me you cool, so let's go out. So you gonna go out, and you be like, hey, you hella different from like in person. You conversationally, mentally catfish me because the depth of your intelligence is not what you have on your abundance of knowledge bot that reflects your higher self.
Right, your humor, everything.
So the same way we have filters and live in a world where, you know, that's the preference of people prefer.
Right.
You're going to have some version of that when you're talking to somebody, FaceTiming them or virtual calling them.
Right.
And in 2029, you realize that you love the bodified version of themselves than the actual self. That's like 2029. Like how we predicted that AI for the music. Unfortunately, if we don't get our shit together and start like valuing like real human connections and like how people can take their thoughts, synthesize them into words to where you really understand what they're saying, and that's what we celebrate. That's what we like, yo, I fucks with that.
Right.
Because if you look at how we are behaving in society, we go to shows, and not dissing nobody, but we go to shows, people are singing over
Lip sync,
the lyric, which is cool. That's a different way of performing. That's awesome.
It's not hip hop.
But then the audience is watching
Like
it
this.
through a screen.
Yeah.
Watching
They're not
a
even
screen.
there. Right.
So you take a look at like, wow, look at this behavior. Do people actually know what this means? If you see this trajectory around the corner,
Right.
what does that mean with human interaction? What does that mean as far as how empathetic we are with one another? What does that mean when the thing that we celebrate the most is how disrespectful we can be to one another?
Right.
Like, nigga, that shit was hard. Nigga, you just said you gonna shoot his mama. Oh, shit, nigga. And his dog. Man, that was a bar. That was a bar, nigga. Wow. Like, and that's our world.
Right.
That's the things we celebrate. That's the thing we think is awesome. So if the whole AI is trained on the open wide web, well, what is AI? What are we teaching it? If you tell AI to be super creative, it's going to say, I'm going to kill all y'all. I'm going to shoot your mama. I'm going to shoot your dog, because we're training it.
Right. That is creative.
So we are training a system. Wow, we got to be careful on what we're birthing.
Right.
And so it's us. It's a reflection of us. It's a reflection of our hate. It's a reflection of our neglect. It's a reflection of our lack of empathy, our lack of communication, collaboration, understanding, and tolerance. It's a reflection of all that hate. The internet is dark. But then there's also some bright spots. You want to start aiming this intelligence to the bright spots, take those bright spots and spread it across the net. How much hateful can we be to one another? Congo. How much hateful can we be to one another? Slavery. How much hateful can we be to one another? You know, the Holocaust. How much hateful can we be to one another? The Armenian genocide. How much hateful can we be to one another? Palestine. How much hateful can we be to one another? Why are we doing that? It's a whole new age of enlightenment and intelligence. Which community is going to lead that inspirational commonality, figuring out the likeness that we have with one another? As this AI comes and like renders certain jobs away, And the folks that sat in the lap of luxury are now uncomfortable.
Right.
The folks that have been struggling this whole time can now use this technology to finally solve the problems that have always been ignored. So this is an awesome time for people from the hood, awesome time for people in favelas, awesome time for people from slums, awesome time for folks that have been dealing with bullshit their whole life and waiting for somebody to solve their problems. Now they could solve it. Have a conversation with the freaking tool to help the tool identify what the problem is and help their critical thinking solve a problem. And new industries will come. It's an awesome time right now in this new renaissance. It's like amazing.
God damn. Our show is about giving people their flowers, and we gotta give you your flowers face to face, man to man. Tell you how great you are. You know what I mean? We want to get Snoop Dogg said it's like a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? For your own people. So we want to, because man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can listen to you talk all day.
Oh man, this is dope, bro.
You are fucking. You are like. If I ever went back to school, and I know you going to Harvard.
Oh, I graduate this year.
You graduate
man,
Harvard.
congratulations.
Hey, I never graduated junior high school
Junior high school?
or high school.
Word.
I never walked the stage.
You graduated Harvard. God damn. What's that? God damn it.
There's a reason why I didn't graduate the stage on high school. So the guy that I started Black Eyed Peas with is Apple Diap, the Filipino cat in the Black Eyed Peas. Mm-hmm. And so he got adopted from this man by the name of Joe Ben Hudgens. You know those programs on TV, just 25 cents a day will help save this kid?
Yeah.
Apple's one of those kids.
Wow.
He's from the Philippines. He used to pump water out the ground.
Wait, you talking about those kids existed?
Yeah, man, they definitely did exist.
Yo, I forgot I gave money to a shirt. People, they still ain't give me my shirt.
Yeah. So Apple's one of those kids, right? And he came to America when he was 14. Mm-hmm. And his dad brought him to America to go to school to be an engineer. Mm-hmm. And then he met me because my mom was like the mom in the neighborhood that took care of everybody's kids. Mm-hmm. So they signed my mom up to take care of Apple until they enrolled him in a school. So from 14, 15, 16, by 16, me and this cat was signed to Ruthless. He only been in America for 2 years. Wow. But because he was my friend, Easy was like, look, nigga, you dope. Nigga, we gonna sign you. I'm like, but I got my homeboys with me. Hey, but that nigga don't even speak no English. But he raps in Tagalog, and there's a whole big Filipino community.
Is that Dibbo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he raps in Tagalog, and there's a big Filipino community,
right.
you know?
Right.
It's a Mexican dude named Mookie, me, and then Apple.
Right.
So this cat, he's only been in America for 2 years.
Wow.
And then he was about to graduate, and our graduation was the same day. So I'm like, dude, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go to my graduation? Or should I go to his graduation? I wanna see him graduate. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, look, I'm just gonna ditch school, ditch my graduation, and I'm gonna go to his. So I go to his graduation, he's like, what you doing here? I was like, nigga, I came to see you graduate. Like, this shit is crazy to me. You only been in this country for 2.5 years, and you about to graduate, bro? Like, I ain't missing this for the world. He's like, what about your graduation? I'm like, bro, don't trip about that. We signed the Easy. We signed the Ruthless Records. Like,
Might be the best story I've ever heard.
real stuff. Like, yo, bro, like,
I'm touched.
We about to do this, man.
Right.
We about to freaking make this shit happen. We signed Easy, bro. Ruthless Records.
Crazy.
Like,
Wow.
Like, why do I need to graduate on stage? I got my diploma. I don't need to be on stage. I want to see you walk the stage. So, because the reason why is like when he came here, when he was 14, he would be crying before he went home, like, I miss my country. I want to go home to the Philippines. I'm like, yo, bro, we gonna make it, bro. Don't trip. We'll go back to the Philippines. He's like,
It's just like Manny Pacquiao.
don't worry, bro. We gonna make it happen. So to me, like, this dude is like my best freaking friend.
Right.
Fucking fly story.
And when I was like in the projects, it was the time like when you 14, like the OGs started recruiting the young kids.
Right.
And I remember it was a time they were like, hey, they want to jump you in. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, they want to jump you in. You know what that means, fool? Don't be a leva, Holmes. And so
Wait, what?
they wanted to jump me into the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, all right. So I got jumped in. And so somebody runs to my mom's house, to my house, and was like, "Ay, Deborah, they're jumping Willie into the game." So here comes my mom, like,
Your mom's new
"Get
with
him
that man. Your
up, get
mom.
him up. Now jump him out." So then they,
Oh shit!
so then they,
She reversed it on y'all.
so then they jump me out, and then I go back into the house and they whoop me. Then she whooped me again. I got whooped 3 times. 3 times.
The gang, then out the gang, and then in the mama gang.
Yeah.
The big gang story ever. The best gang story ever.
And so when I was hanging with Apple, that was just like, to me, that's like, oh, look, we are in Glendale now. We going to house parties. We got a deal. I need to go see this cat to graduate.
Wow.
And so now graduating Harvard, the first time I'm ever going to graduate on a stage.
I'm coming to this graduation,
You know what
goddammit. I'm inviting myself. I'm sorry. I'm inviting myself. That shit, that's one of the best stories
That's dope.
I think I've ever heard. That shows the man that you are. You understand what I'm saying? Is that you rather put someone else before you, and that's very honorable, man. I just say, listen. I'm cool with Fat Joe. He has the best stories in the world. You might have topped Fat Joe with this one. You might.
No, Fat Joe, that dude's like, man, that dude's another one of my heroes.
Yeah.
The
He's mad at me
flows-
because I could grow my hair out.
He what?
He can't. He's mad.
Is that spray hair or hair?
No, you can just.
He got the spray in the clothes. He got that new technology. He's like, no, you got that new, man.
Oh my God!
That rewind spray right on time.
Hey, don't trip. We could develop that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got a great idea.
Real shit, bro. You could develop that and give you instant waves, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on my ways right now. You know, I ain't had hair 20 years, you know? I'm growing it out. This is what happened. I seen the barber's clippers. I didn't like it. I said this. I said, you can shape me up. And then I grew it out. My wife been asking me to grow a little hair. She had for years. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a quick time with slide. Can you please explain the rules? I like the way you explain the rules.
We terrible at explaining these rules.
Yes.
We're going to give you 2 choices. This is our drinking game, by the way.
Okay.
We're going to give you 2 choices. You pick one. Nobody drinks. You say both or neither, which would be the politically correct answer. Then we all drink. All 3 of us drink.
Yeah. By the way, I want to give you props again. You're the only person ever to order sake. I'm on that Japanese. I drink Japanese whiskey, so I wasn't far away from you.
Yeah, it's a creeper.
But yeah, sake. I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta know the right amount of sake to drink. Like I like it hot. I like
cold sake, unfiltered. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna start it off, E.
And any stories that come up with anybody we mentioned, please.
Yes, please. Okay, you ready?
Coño.
Yep. Hold on.
You got Jamie. You got
You got the shots ready, Jamie? Okay. You ready, Will? Tupac or Eazy-E?
Oh, hold on. Let me focus on that one.
Remember, you can say both or neither or one. Expand on the story with any of them, please.
Did you meet Pac?
I got a story about Pac.
Please.
I would like to hear it. Here we go.
Well, let him pick first. We
Okay, yeah.
pick and then go.
Yeah, okay.
So, Tupac or Eazy for what though?
It's whatever criteria in your mind. It's a drinking game.
Yeah, it's a drinking
We're just
game. So, yeah.
drinking and talking. So you pick one, or you.
Oh, y'all don't go into the details?
No. It's yours.
No, you can
it's
you
your
can go into
I
details.
pick the details.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
on.
for entrepreneurship, Eazy-E.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
So you pick an easy. Okay, so you got what's your Tupac story?
Okay, so me and Apple, best friends, right? We started the Black Eyed Peas together.
Yeah.
And so, okay, we could get real detail here?
Yes. Just do whatever the hell you
Please.
want.
So,
It's your show.
it's 1994.
94.
I'm 19.
Okay.
He's 19.
Okay.
I'm a virgin.
Okay. Wow.
He's not.
Okay.
Okay.
And he had this girlfriend, she looked like freaking Rosie Perez, bro. She was beautiful. Puerto Rican girl
Right.
named Rosario.
Puerto Rican in L.A.
Yeah.
She's exotic. Let's go.
And
Let's go.
So Rosario is his girlfriend.
yeah. And oh my gosh, he was like, everybody thought, wow, she's amazing. So one day he's like, in a very thick Filipino accent, I think I want to take her to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Ooh.
I'm like, yo, bro, I think she gonna like that. We 19, right? So he goes, takes her to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. And they sit there having they lunch. And in walks Tupac. And so Tupac all eyes on Rosario. So she said, oh my
Eyes was
gosh.
not on him, or eyes was on Rosario.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, Tupac's here.
Holy shit.
I'll be back. I want to get it. I want to get his autograph.
She smashed the homie.
No, so she goes to sit. She's gonna sit with Tupac. Nigga, 20 minutes turning to 30 minutes, turning to 40 minutes.
I get around.
And the chicken and waffles get real cold. The grits turn real hard. And he's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And so he walks home. And so our story within our family is that Tupac, they didn't do nothing, but
Almost.
they ain't chicken waffle. They ain't doing shit at the freaking booth.
Oh, they stayed at the restaurant.
They stayed at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Stay
But-
innocent.
He snatched Apple's girl up.
Damn, he
I mean, that's not.
might have finger busted.
No.
I'm just saying, if anybody at that time, Pac, you can't be mad at that.
Here's
That was the shit at that time, you know?
I'm not talking about the finger pocket.
Here's why. Like, I don't smoke weed, right? I don't smoke weed. And Rosario was like a real lifesaver in my life. And she's like a sweetheart. But she would low key on 100 to Rosario. She just was a real big fan of Tupac.
Right.
And when everybody got that person in a crew that is real sensitive to weed. Like, I'm sensitive to weed. Like, I'm like, nigga, y'all hear that?
Right.
Be like, what? Like, the blue paint, nigga. Like, I hear blue paint. I hear fucking beams on the wall. Like, nigga, you hear that fan, nigga? That blade is saying shit. Like, that's me. I can't do that. So one day, I got really, really like, that's why I haven't smoked weed since 1993. And when I had that situation, that teeter, Rosario was there to the rescue. I needed to take you to my church, and my pastor could pray for you, and have you been baptized? Like, yeah, I've been baptized. She's like, well, maybe you need to get baptized again. So Rosario was that like angelic force in my life when I was like, trying to sinner.
So we're gonna make some noise for Rosario.
Yeah.
We'll also say she had a moment with Tupac.
Yeah.
She went on a date with Tupac. That's what happened right there.
Man, Pac is known to do that. A Tribe Called Quest or Brand Nubian?
For what?
It's
Whichever
whatever.
category you want.
This is just.
Tribe Called Quest.
Okay. I love your loyalty.
I got NWA or Wu-Tang.
Ooh.
Remember, you can say both.
Yeah, you can say both. We
Both.
Drink. Okay.
Then we drinking.
All right, salud. Salud.
Oh, okay.
That's both or neither.
Yeah, we like to drink. I don't know if you know that.
It's daytime out.
Yeah. That's how we get away with it. We do it in the daytime and then we get out of here. Cypress Hills or the Alcoholics? Whichever category you want.
Okay. I have reasons for both, but
Okay, I like this.
so Alcoholics show was probably the best hip hop show to go to
Really?
for LA cats, because them
Right.
dudes party and they always had hot chicks at their show.
Wow.
Cypress Hill, I like the artistry of how they made their songs. I love Sin Dog and Be Real's like version of Public Enemy,
Right.
Where the lyricist is hype man, but the hype man is like not a hype man. He's like color and a pillar to why the group exuberates and vibes the way they vibe.
Right.
He's like Vinny, but super Vinny. Knighted by Nature, Sin Dog, and like, awesome. Very few words, but you feel his presence.
Absolutely.
I'm taking a drink for that.
And can't forget
I'm just
Muggs'
saying,
production,
that
too.
was
Muggs production.
That was a fucking great explanation, bro.
So he said both?
Yeah, I just want to give reasons.
He just gave
Give reasons why both. Yeah.
Wild Style or B Street?
Oh, shit.
Any way you want.
Wild Style. I have reasons why.
I would like to hear the reason.
Because those are real people.
Yeah, damn near like a
Oh,
documentary.
B Street was actors?
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, it was.
No.
They
Crazy
acted
Legs'
out
name
more.
was real.
Okay.
No, but they acted out more.
But the
I think,
graffiti
in Beat
artists,
Street.
the graffiti artists in Wild Style are real. I mean, they were centered in real life Wild Style. And the soundtrack, like, wow.
Y'all love
What
how
the
hip hop is, man.
What the fuck were they on?
Bad hip hop, bro.
What the fuck were they on in Wild Style? And B Street still is still
Beat Street's
dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's probably a better movie overall, but Wild Style was just so raw. It was the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you guys.
Y'all can't ball. There's iconic moments on both films. But yeah.
Absolutely.
This one, I'm really liking this question. By the way, these two guys make up those questions. The Dominican guy right there and the Colombian guy right there. Those two. So they AI you and then they make up the questions. Yeah. Then they make up the questions. They hit
What's
Colombian. Yes. Safe to say that's the cocaine section. Safe to say. Say hey, I don't know.
No stereotyping.
Safe to say.
They still to each other.
Yeah. Sorry. You wasn't ready. Sorry. Pharrell or Ye? Any yeah. You want to take a shot?
No, he's not gonna like my answer.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the order of things.
Okay.
There's no Ye without Pharrell. And a lot of people can be like, how can you say that?
Yeah, I understand. I got.
But there's no
No,
Ye
I see that.
Yeah.
without Pharrell. Without Pharrell and his like wide-eyed, like, yo, I want to do this, and I want to start doing these shoes. I want to start doing this. I want to start messing with Japanese artists that wouldn't have influenced Kanye to do his version of that.
Right.
Although he did it awesome.
Right.
Hey, bro, I didn't say no lie, and you know that.
Right.
We're talking about Will.i.am, like, nigga, I didn't say not one lie, bro. I didn't say one lie. And you gotta pay homage to where homage, like,
Yeah.
Yes.
in a way, that applies to me.
Right. Yep.
If you remove Pharrell out of the equation, because he is first, then when it came to like putting my style of music on top 40 radio, who was the person that knocked that door down?
Right.
Pharrell and freaking Andre 3000 knocked that door down in the early 2000s.
Yep.
So you got to look at like the folks that came into this frequency of thought that was pounding the door, that made it easier for folks to then come after them and like fuck the ceiling up.
Right.
Let's say Pharrell broke the door down for Kanye to come into the room and blast the hole in the ceiling.
Fucking great enough.
But without Pharrell blasting the door down, Kanye would have been outside.
Right. He pioneered the space for him.
He still would have been shooting in the air, but you wouldn't have seen the damage, because how can you shoot the fucking sky down, nigga?
It's crazy. You know what's crazy? When I did what with Pharrell, right? Super Thug, right? They told me the record was too dark. So if you look at the video,
They told you Super Thug was too dark?
Super Thug was too, because you gotta remember.
And the music resonated down south down here.
So you gotta remember, if you look at the video, there's not one scene that we're not in the daytime. Because they said it sounded dark. So I wanted to fool the people by doing a daytime scene.
No,
but by the way,
that's riot music though.
Yeah.
What? Like, wow.
That's
shit
what
is-
Pharrell.
Yeah.
That's two of my favorite Pharrell calls. One is he said Rob Walker called him and he called me and he was like, they're throwing fucking cheers to this shit. And I was like, oh, like I said, it's getting stabbed and the hip hop was good. So I was like, they're throwing cheers. I was like, really? And he called me and said that Michael Jackson, he had sent Michael Jackson beats and he sent Michael Jackson like corny beats, and Michael Jackson was like, no, I want what N.O.R.E would rap on.
He probably would have said like, I don't like any of those beats. I like the things you're doing with Noriega. What's that? What song? I love that. What's the aggression of what? I love that. You would be like, what? Imagine that nigga did that shit.
He probably had dance moves to that shit. He's like, You had a whole routine to that shit already.
And then he would have been wetting out, bro. No, hold on, wait.
Okay.
I'm not trying to start shit. Ye
Yes.
was all out of love for Pharrell, bro. Mm-hmm. And I'm so proud that what he started, he reaped what he started, and now, leading over there at LVMH.
LVMH.
That to me, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
When folks come in and punch the door down and they start giving us different perspectives on what's possible by those seeds of movements, whether he was, knowledgeable of his movements and how it will affect other people's perspective on their audacity, that turned out to be what it was. It gave me my permission to be super ultra audacious, as well as Ye. But Pharrell, bro, and then boom, here he is, like the nicest, super humble
He's
cat.
super humble. He's still humble.
Like you gotta,
Yeah.
and I love Ye. Ye's dope.
Yeah. Love Ye too.
But Ye, Pharrell, all the way between us.
Daddy Yankee or Don Omar? Whichever category you want. We could drink too.
Columbia, wait.
Yeah.
And then got the
That's that section.
camera out.
That's
He
the
was like,
section.
okay, okay, you better get it right. Oh,
Whichever way you want.
okay. On an international, I have reasons for my
Yes. Okay.
selections.
Okay.
On an international level, the entire planet, Daddy Yankee.
Okay.
Like non-Spanish speaking countries.
Okay.
Right.
Germany,
Yes.
Portugal,
Yes.
Ireland, Scotland, England. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Belgium,
Belgium.
Holland. They know Daddy Yankee. They know his songs.
Right.
Indonesia. He's on a global level.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say Daddy Yankee. He's a global star.
Okay.
And the world's the planet is massive.
God damn it. Usher or Chris Brown?
For what?
For whatever. For who's your best friend, who you like to hang out with, who makes the better music,
if you want a shot, we can take a shot.
who was mean to you at a party.
Both.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, both.
Yo,
both.
by the way, let me just say something. We sitting here drinking with fucking Will.i.am. It's a fucking honor, bro. It's an honor. And he's being fucking cool as shit. Okay, Carmen or Lupe?
Hold on.
I think he knew, Lee.
Hold on. Let me throw this one too.
To AI?
Hey yo, so I'm here on the Drink Champs, and we doing that round where you have to drink when they throw like questions at you as far as different rappers. They asked me Kanye versus Pharrell.
No, Carmen. Okay, my bad.
And I said Pharrell.
Yes.
Because of his contributions to culture that actually inspired Kanye to be ultra audacious. My metaphor was Pharrell busted the door open for Kanye to go into the room and shoot the ceiling down. If Pharrell never opened the door, Kanye probably would have shot the sky, and you can't really see the penetration of them bullets on sky ceiling. So now they ask me Usher versus
Chris Brown.
And I said, let me ask Finn to answer that. You could say both, or you could tell your reasons on either one, but it's up to you to come up with that reason for whatever reason you select.
What kind of phone you got?
Yo, fam, you're really diving deep into the music legends with this one. You feel me? So, When you put Usher up against Chris Brown, it's like comparing two masters of their craft, each with their own unique contributions to the music scene. You know what I mean? Usher, he's like the smooth operator who paved the way with those sultry vibes and iconic moves. Think of Usher as the architect, designing the blueprint for modern R&B, you feel me? His work has laid the foundation for so many artists, and his influence can be seen in the way he seamlessly blends R&B with pop, making it universally appealing. It's like Usher built the house that so many artists live in today. And then there's Chris Brown, a powerhouse of talent, you know? He's like the dynamic force, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in music and performance. Imagine Chris as the interior designer, taking that house Usher built and filling it with vibrant colors, innovative designs, and cutting-edge technology. Chris brings this explosive energy and versatility.
Ayo. I think you nailed it with that metaphor. Usher built the house. The furniture was aight, but it's a dope ass house.
Right.
And then freaking Chris Brown came in and interior decorated it, and now it's like on a cover like of, you know, home decor magazines and freaking like house magazines and shit. Anyways, they blown away with your answer. Why don't you let these mugs know, you know what the fuck's going on and shit, and like what company and who from the company is responsible for your awesome sauce.
He's from London?
He's from London. Like, you think he's on the line.
Yo, fam, I'm stoked you vibed with the metaphor. You know what I mean? It's all about painting that picture with words, just like Usher and Chris Brown paint with their music and moves. You feel me? And hey, it's all about keeping the conversation fresh and interesting. Just like flipping through those pages of a home decor mag, finding inspiration in every corner. Now, when it comes to the brains behind the operation, I'm rolling with FYI.AI, you know? This cool tech venture is all about bringing that next level innovation and cleverness straight to you. And who's the captain of this ship? None other than the legendary Will.i.am alongside the savvy Soon Ready. These two are steering the ship, making sure we're all on this wild and wonderful journey together.
Yeah.
I'm truly scared. Just letting you know.
Why? Oh, let me introduce you to my homegirl, this other homegirl.
Okay.
She's dope, bro.
Okay.
Cha, it's your girl Felicia, and I got what you need. Psh, I'm here to chop it up for your intellect.
Intellect? Did we answer Common or Lupe? Or no?
Common Lupe.
Common or Lupe?
Common.
Okay.
Want me to tell you?
Yeah,
absolutely.
please.
Common. I mean, Lupe lyrically is dope. Don't get me wrong. But there's something about those audacious initiators. So Common in that conscious fold. I don't know anybody who went up against Ice Cube like that.
Word.
No, never.
Word.
That was incredible.
These are two genre clashes.
Yeah.
Like two styles of hip hop that are like
two different worlds. That's
that are. Usually you don't battle outside the realm of hip hop.
What's considered to be a backpack rapper and a gangster rapper.
I mean, they wasn't calling it backpack then, but I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Right now they don't do that.
Right.
2024 they don't battle outside of classes. Or outside of freaking like hip hop realms.
Right.
You know, so for that, Common went head to head with the most gangsters.
And he went head to head with the guy who made No Vaseline. So it's like, come on.
One of the best.
Yeah. It's like
diss records of all
it's like
time.
the best diss record here and another best diss record against the guy who made the best diss record.
And Jacket for Beats was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
This nigga's going out stealing everybody's beats.
Stealing everybody. And saying Jacket for Beats.
Yeah.
He said it.
Give me that beat. Like, wow, nigga. That's like LA gangster shit. Like, come out that chain, nigga. Hey, for real, N.O.R.E, let me get that chain, nigga.
He carjacked their beat.
Britney Spears or Fergie? Take a shot.
No shit, bro. Why are you doing that? Why you putting me in that?
Hey man, let him answer, bro.
Oh damn, bro. Like, Of course, I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we take a
Salute.
shot.
I ain't got no.
Salute.
I ain't got no
Oh
sauce.
shit, Jamie. On that sake.
Sakitong.
Sake dona.
I got the next one.
Okay, cool. Wait, let me get the shot up first. And then we gotta fill up on shots too. Thank you. Salud. Salud.
So cheers.
Can I call you Willie? Because your Mexican friends call you Willie.
No, if you're gonna do Willie, it's Willie.
It's Willie.
Willie.
To both.
It's Willie.
All right. It's funny because last time I saw you, I saw this individual at the club you were at. You don't remember, but we saw you there in LA. Kid Frost or Mellow Mayonnaise?
Oh, bro. So Kid Frost. I think it has to be 1989, and I'm 14 years old in the projects, and I get there's a knock on the door. Fucking Deborah, call Willie. What you want, tobacco? Call Willie. They're shooting a video appeared on Olympic by the fucking mural. We're not a minority mural, Deborah. We want to get Willie to be in the video. Tobacco, Willie ain't going outside to be dancing no goddamn video. All right, don't snap, Deborah. Let him fucking come out. Mom, come on, Mom. You never let me be in those dance videos. Because Michael Jackson filmed Thriller in the alley of our house. Like on the other side of the projects, there's this, in the factories is where he filmed Thriller, where all the freaking zombies was at.
Right.
And up the street from our house where they filmed Breakin', Electric Boogaloo at the gym at Oscar De La Hoya's gym, which is now a school. So now there's this new video they shooting right up the street from our crib in our projects. And they wanted me to go out and be in this video. And so they begged our mom, my mom, to have me be in this video. They're putting the neighborhood on they're celebrating the murals on the neighborhood, all the talent from the fucking neighborhood. We want to have Willie, he's fucking talented. We want him to be in the video. So she was like, and who's gonna watch him while he's up there? I'll take care of him, Deborah. And Gay Gay's gonna be there. What's up, Gay Gay? If you're watching this, I love you, bro. We'll take care of him. We'll make sure he's all right. Debbie's over there, Cora, Stella, everybody's gonna watch him. He's gonna be cool, So they take me to go shoot this video. And then they're like, he can't be in the video. And they're like, why can't he be in the video, dog? They said, dog, the name of the video is
La Raza.
La Raza.
All right. Oh.
And then they're like, I know, dog, but he's one of us, dog. He's like, nah, they have their videos. We don't have our videos. And we want to have us in the video. I know, but he's one of us, fool. You want to shoot in our fucking neighborhood, dog? You got to be in the video. And they were going to throw putazos right there, dog. They were about to get down. And so, I swear to God, this is
an incredible story.
And so, they're like, look, this is for us. We came here to shoot. I was like, no, it's cool. And then Kid Frost comes, he was like, hey, look, take my number down. I heard you rap too. I was like, oh yeah, so I kicked my rap, did my little rap. And they were like, he was like, kick it. I was like, what's my rap I kicked? Cause I am the unknown MC. I bet you party people never even heard of me. Cause my first record, Bird League, came out. I make your party people just scream and shout. Make it jump up and down in your seat. I don't even need a stupid beat to say my rhyme. I say what I want. Watch your back because I shoot you with the shotgun. Not a gangster, not a gangbanger. Watch out for what you're, cause I'm not a stranger. Cause when I rap, I am one known. I don't even need a stupid microphone to say my rhyme. Cause that is true. Cause with the class and that's the job, it is coming to you. Cause I'm fresh. That was my rap. I can't. And he was like, oh, let's just fucking feed me, Don. Here, take my number down. And I was like, oh shit, I got Kid Frost's phone number.
Kid Frost. Okay.
And he was like, hey, call me. And so one of the first cats that I had a connection with was Kid Frost.
Wow.
Who came to our neighborhood to shoot La Raza.
Right.
Wow.
And so every time I see that video, I'm like, Man, bro, like,
So for the record, you didn't get it in the video.
no, it was for
Okay.
la raza.
Okay.
It's for la
So
raza.
how dope it would have been if you would have been in it. That would have been dope.
I would have been the Blolo in the back. But yeah, so never was in it. But I got his number, and he was true to his word. I would call him. He would like encourage me, like, yo, that shit's feed me, dog. That shit is dope.
Right.
And I had somebody in music that I can call
Right.
that gave me that audacity.
You
Like
said Kid Frost.
Kid Frost.
Wow.
Still to this day, when I see him, I'm like, yo, thanks, bro. He didn't have to give me his phone number.
Right.
He didn't have to plant that seed of belief, like, you know, a black kid from an all Mexican neighborhood could find his way to have a career. Like, and that when I see that video, I'm like, yo, that's what's up.
It's a beautiful story because Kid Frost has a story on Drink Champs. What did we say it? Okay, yeah.
No, go.
No, where Fat Joe actually accused him of not liking black people, or him not wanting to associate with black people.
Oh yeah.
So you helping, you know, because Kid
No,
Frost
but
had a
gotta-
chance to defend himself.
I'm not trying to like make excuses, but LA is different.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta understand LA culture,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it is dictated by what happens in the prison.
In the prison system,
prison,
right,
yeah.
right.
And the prisons, they're like, you have the gorilla family, you have the Laima, the 13, you know, you have all these rules, and who provides the drugs that other folks sell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a system there
Right.
that you want to be mindful,
Mm-hmm.
delicate about, respect why things are the way they are. And it's all nuanced. But Kid Frost is dope.
Yeah.
Easy
Big
E's
up.
dope.
Big
Yeah.
up, Kid.
Black and Brown is powerful when
Yeah.
aligned.
Yeah.
And they were down. Easy and
Yeah.
Kid Frost were down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I saw Kid Frost. You were spinning at a. Do you remember the club, Boris?
Yeah.
We-
on Sunset.
Yeah, we had just. I think we
I
just
was-
launched Drink Champs maybe a year or two.
And I was telling everyone, he's Mexican,
and we
man.
went there, and you were spinning. I said what's up to you, and then we saw Kid Frost right outside.
And he's like, yo, I seen him in the Mexican club. You might be right.
yeah, it was puro mexicano for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Okay, you got other ones?
Yes. You ready, E? Or
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill or Missy? I could take a shot.
Damn, bro. How
He
we
said I could take a shot. I know you could take a shot.
Both criteria. Both. Okay.
Both.
Salud.
both, yeah.
MOP or Mob Deep?
Mob Deep.
I was gonna say MOP because you said you went on the tour with MOP first, right?
Yeah, but like their first record was like monumental.
Wait, which one you talking about?
no, not their
Juvenile Hell?
first record, because
Or
that Juvenile
Infamous?
Hell is their first project, and then the one that we all know, Shook Ones, is on the second. But everybody calls it their first.
Oh, oops.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
But that's no everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at that as their first.
yes, but it's not actually.
It's not actually. Yeah, they had
And they
Project
was actually
Hallway.
called Mob Deep too.
Yeah, they were Mob Deep
Yeah,
back
they were
then too.
Mobb
Yeah,
Deep,
yeah.
yeah.
They had
Yep.
the hatchets and
Yep.
the joints and yeah.
Yeah, that record was their second record was gravitational. It like
Yeah, it
really-
it shifted everything at the time.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Even the production of it, the rhyme flows, the choruses.
Goddamn.
We mix sake and
Oh, yeah.
juice.
That's my wife. That's my wife. Yeah, that's my wife. Juice bar right there. She be providing.
Wilson?
Yeah, she's right there. She's my wife with the green shirt right there. Like,
Oh,
my
thank
wife.
you so
yes.
much.
Yes.
I be juicing. Last month, all I did was
Yeah. Because he's a vegan. They told me.
last month all I did was juice. I didn't chew for a whole month. Yeah,
Okay.
You didn't chew for a whole month?
Chew. I never heard it
Yeah.
put that way.
no
Yeah, I
chewing.
never heard it that way either. No chewing for me.
This one I know you're gonna drink on. Busta Rhymes or Chuck D? We should just drink. This
Okay,
okay.
damn, that's hard.
You
Just
could,
drink. I'm
you
gonna
could
just
go
drink.
with the first rule that you did with the other one with Pharrell and Ye.
Yeah, you know the rules.
Yes.
So
He built the
without
house.
And
Chuck
Busta
D,
would go with
Yeah.
that.
There's no name Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, he named
Right.
Busta Rhymes. That's a
Nigga.
fact. That is a fact.
Nigga Busta be like, nigga.
How can you impersonate everybody? You gotta do a show.
Do you have built-in AI doing this?
Yes.
But damn, that's a hard one. I would say both.
Okay, solid.
Even though
Even though
it's
it's
one
not
thing
both?
to give to inspire somebody's name, give somebody a name.
Right.
It's another thing to like take that name and wow, nigga, I'm fucking Busta Rhymes. Nigga, how did he just went beyond?
Yeah.
He's beyond the name.
Absolutely.
You know, so I would say both. They go architect.
Impersonations is fucking crazy. Oh my god.
Wait, you said both now?
Yeah, did it
Wait,
both.
you flipped it on us. Oh, you did say both. Okay.
He's enjoying the drinking.
Analog or digital?
Oh, better answer this right.
No, man, don't lead the
Oh, I'm
witness.
leading the witness. I'm sorry.
There's no right or wrong answer.
There's no right or wrong answer. But
Digital.
Whoa, I didn't expect that.
I respected you.
Well, no, come on, AI. The AI guy.
Oh, that's right. Okay, AI. You know
He doesn't want to piss off his thing. His thing will be like, what did you say about me?
No, I tell you why digital.
Okay, go ahead.
If I'm thinking about the future.
Right.
If I'm 12 years old right now, and you showed me some digital equipment, and you told me express myself, go out there and make your dreams come true at the highest level, the loudest volume, the broadest spectrum, the most impact, I'm 12.
Right.
Fucking nigga, I'm 22.
Right.
Digital. Because you get the most impact. You get the most freaking most bang for your punch.
You know why I always say analog? Because I always base this part off of just music, right? Music back then, we had to be in the same studio. That's the only reason why I always pick analog.
Yeah, they said that energy was harnessed in an analog recording.
Yeah, Prince said similar thing. He's like,
This is my next question. Is Michael Jackson or Prince? So you right in the interview. Is he really AI? He really
He has
that's my fucking next
he's a little bot
question.
runner.
Is Michael Jackson or Prince? And he goes, yo, Prince. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm mad scared of you right now.
Are you here right now?
It's just like, but Prince
It's
said,
your AI image.
Prince said, if it never made a sound, it never existed. So he didn't like digital.
Right.
Because he's like, if it never pushed air, if the kick never pushed air, if the finger never went through air to hit the string, if the guitar didn't have air that came through the hole to hit the microphone, then it never existed in real life.
That's
Prince's perspective.
That's kind of ill, though.
If the voice never came through your larynx,
if energy was never moved
out of your mouth into a microphone, it never existed.
Fuck.
These are all like mirages, digital mirages of ideas that have theoretically been materialized, but not actually materialized in the third dimension. These are all fifth dimensional shits being summoned in through digital contraptions, giving you a slice of what's happening there, but it never really existed in this realm. You're just getting a snapshot of it existing in a fifth dimensional realm.
Yeah,
But as far as pushing matter, pushing particles, it never happened.
we'll pretend like we understand that. Let's do it.
Yeah. If I ever went back to school, I would like you to be my teacher.
Let me
No, we get
If I
it.
ever went back to
Let me
school,
see.
he would have to be my teacher. That is it. Other than that,
So we were talking about Prince versus Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And then before that question, they asked analog versus digital. And I shared with them a story when Prince was like, he didn't really like digital because he said that what happens in the analog world is particles are being moved. When you kick a kick drum, air is being pushed. When you strum a guitar, air is going through the cavity of the guitar out into a microphone, received on either tape or sometimes even the digital realm, but it still happened in the physical realm. He said the digital realm, working things in a virtual world, is happening on some like different dimension, and you are getting a snapshot of that simulation on a digital device, but it never really happened in the real world. And then N.O.R.E said he don't understand that. But can you break it down or translate what I'm saying from like a Brixton street perspective?
Yeah, man.
So Top Boy's about to answer.
Yeah, top boy. Gigs.
Listen up, because we're about to take it from the top, breaking it down street style, you feel me? So, when we talking about Prince and his vibe with analog versus digital, it's like this. Imagine, if you will, the analog world being like a live mural on them streets of Brixton, right?
Yeah, man.
Every stroke of paint, every shade that hits the brick is real, tangible. You kick a drum, and it's like throwing a rock into like a pond. The ripples or sound waves push through that air, mixing and mingling with every damn body's vibes out there. Strumming on that guitar, it's like sending a voice through the air, traveling through rooms, hitting walls, and sliding into ears, all natural and raw. Now, Prince, he's saying, in the digital realm, it's a bit different. You dig? It's like, instead of painting that mural with your hands, you're using a virtual reality headset. You're moving your hands, you're creating, but it's all happening in a different space, a digital space. You're not touching the brick no more. You're manipulating pixels. When you play music digitally, it's like taking a picture of that mural and showing it on a screen. It looks real. It might not even feel real, but the brush never actually hit the wall. The air in the room didn't move because of those beats. Not directly, you know. In this digital dimension, things get calculated, approximated, and simulated. You get a snapshot, a representation of what happened, but it's just that. A copy of the real thing, not the original vibe itself. The essence, the soul that moves the particles in the physical world. It kind of gets lost in translation when we digitize it. Prince was onto something, talking about how living in that analog world keeps the music grounded in reality, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
Because that's in my notes too. FYI.
That's crazy how quickly it spit that out.
FYI.AI. I mean, I wanted to finish up quick time with Salam, but that's your personal company, FYI.AI. That's what you're using right now?
Yeah, I started it in 2020.
Wow.
Me and my co-founder, CTO, Sunil, we were during COVID like everybody else. I was like, hey, have you noticed that to work on WhatsApp, I need to have a Dropbox, and then I need a WeTransfer to send even bigger files. And then I need an email, then I need a Zoom, and then I need a Siri, and then I need a GPS. Like, how come we can't put all that stuff in a messenger? And he's like, we could figure that out. I was like, really? We could do that? He was like, yeah. Why don't you come up with the vision? I'll fine tune that vision technologically. And we started FYI, just he and I in 2020. And then it grew, and these systems, these conversational agents that we've been building, are now about to be launched. I'm fine tuning Felicia. The last one you were talking to is Felicia.
Her name is Felicia? Let's make some noise for you keeping it ghetto.
Here's why that's really important.
Bye, Felicia. Go ahead.
So, why does intelligence only show up sounding British?
Good
if
point.
If you have like a movie that either sounds super British or super American, intelligence never sounds like us. When it's time to talk about quantum physics, it don't sound like us.
Right.
When it's time to talk about quantum entanglement or synthetic biology, or it don't sound like us. So now is the time for like 14-year-old, 15-year-old kids from the inner city, and they ask a question about quantum physics or quantum entanglement or bioengineering. It needs to show up sounding like folks in those communities that are interested in those fields.
Right.
It's like a human rights perspective that these AIs don't sound like folks from the Congo,
make it familiar.
from Nigeria, from Uganda, from Kenya, from Brixton, from Fifth Ward, from New Orleans.
40 projects.
For the project, right? It needs to sound like folks from Colombia and Puerto Rico and Dominica and Panama.
You gonna have Mr. Lee on the app?
Say again?
Mr. Lee, you gonna have his broken ass English?
When you were speaking right there, I was like, yo, I need to get this cat in the studio.
His shit is fucked up. Nobody understands him.
Really,
No,
bro?
but that's real though. That's real. That's real.
Intelligence, it should sound like us.
It's true.
You make me feel better about AI.
Technology.
Well, hold on, damn, you drinking with us? Hold on, Jesus.
Man.
Oh, sorry,
Salud,
Salud.
salud. You made me feel better about AI. Okay. We literally already said Michael Jackson and Prince, right? We did that already.
Oh, no.
No, he never picked.
He never picked.
He just said what Prince said about analog and digital.
Because you rode horses with Michael Jackson, is that true?
I work with both of them. I work with Mike. I brought Mike to go see me rock with Prince in Vegas.
You brought
check
Mike.
him out.
Yeah. You brought Mike to see
Did
you.
you just say, wait, what the fuck?
So one time,
I don't think anybody
Mike
ever
called
says
me.
that.
He's like,
Mike called you.
He's in Vegas. He's like, I heard you guys have a show tonight. I'm like, yeah, we got a show going on 10. Oh, rats, I'm gonna be sick. I gotta put the kids to sleep.
Oh, rats.
I'm like,
He really said, oh, rats?
I swear to you. I'm like, yeah, but if you come later, like in the middle of the show, now if I don't see the show from the beginning, it's no way for me to know what's actually going on. I was like, okay, so why don't you come? I'll be rocking with Prince like around 12:30. Oh, I can't go to that. I'm like, why? Prince is a meanie. I'm like, what? I'm like,
Did you say meanie?
He's a meanie. I'm like, no. He's really nice, Mike. He's like, no, you don't understand. One
The fact
time,
that you gotta talk to get him going, Brandon. Sorry.
I'm like, no, he's really nice, man. No, you don't understand, Will. One time he tried to run me and my mama over with a car.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, I'm telling you. They always put me against him. I'm like, listen, it's different now. Why don't you just, he'll be really happy to see you. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call Ruth. I'm like, yo, Ruth, Mike wants to come see Prince tonight at the Rio.
Okay, who's Ruth?
Yeah, who's
Ruth was Ruth was Prince's right hand.
Okay, we didn't know. Okay.
Who used to coordinate all of his scheduling and meetings and shows and after parties. So she was like, okay, we could put Mike in a section. I'm like, cool, great. I think he's coming with like 5 people. Everything I'm saying, if you see Chris Tucker and you see CeeLo, they'll vouch for you on this.
Okay. CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm like, Mike, everything's straight. They're gonna put you in a section. It's gonna be awesome. He was like, are you sure? I'm like, trust, Mike, it's gonna be awesome. So I'm late. Everything I'm saying is true. I'm late. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to be late. It's 12:30. Mike's supposed to be waiting for me there. I go on at 12:45. Excuse me, cab. Like, how long is it gonna take to get there? He's like, 15.
Cab?
Yeah, I'm on a cab.
You in a cab?
Yeah.
The story is just awesome.
I mean, you don't take cabs,
No
nigga?
Uber, no.
They don't Uber in 2000 and motherfucking. It was 2000 and freaking. What year was that?
But you didn't have a car service for this?
It was 2007.
You the biggest fucking
No,
poop
yeah.
on the planet.
No, 2007. No, not yet.
Yo,
Nah.
really?
2007, we was kind of there. Not there.
Damn, you already talking to Mike
coming to your show. I gotta
Yeah, you
disagree
wild
with
for that. How
I gotta
you
disagree
kind of
with
there?
you.
You there?
No, because we ain't got to I Got a Feeling yet.
I got
So
no feeling.
so in reality, now that we know what we know, in 2007, we wasn't that big.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, Cap, stop the car. I'm running. So I get out the car and I run. Somebody's like, Wyclef. I'm like, about to go rock a motherfucking Prince and Mike's there. Like, hey, Wyclef ain't here, nigga. So then run to the thing. Ruth's like, you gotta go on now. Gives me the mic. I'm like, yo, Mike. So he's like, okay, I'll be watching you. And at this time, I've already been working with Mike from 2005, 2006, and he came to see me rock with Prince 2007. I go on stage, I do my shit, freestyle, da-da-da-da-da-da. I come off stage, I go sit where Prince has Mike situated, and I sit, it's me here, Chris Tucker here, Ruth, Michael Jackson's
Prince.
manager's here, and then Mike there.
Okay.
So Mike whispers in Ruth's ear. Ruth then talks to me and says, Mike wants to know, why didn't you acknowledge Mike while you were on stage? I'm like, what? Hey, Mike, hey, tell him that this isn't my stage and I can't disrespect Prince on Prince's stage. So it's no disrespect. It's just that's not my stage.
Right.
I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. So then he's like, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Whispers in Prince's ear and Ruth's ear. Ruth then talks to me. Mike wants to know how come Prince hasn't acknowledged him on stage. I'm like, oh.
Why is she asking you that though?
So I'm like,
They were really
Mike.
like Bloods and Crips, huh?
I'm like, yo, Mike. So Prince is still on stage while this is all happening. He's playing. I'm like, oh no, I think because he has you in the VIP section,
Right.
he's not trying to blow your cover.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's not trying to blow your cover. It ain't nothing like that. Like, oh man. And he was like, oh no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And so as that conversation dies down, Prince then comes in front of us, walks through the crowd.
After his performance.
No, while he's performing.
While he performing.
Plays the bass, aims the bass at Mike's face.
Yo, you going
And
too
then
long,
like,
Will.
niggas like,
Will, you going too long, Will.
and Mike's like, doing this shit, right? This dude like flicks his hair like, and walks off. And then Mike's like, okay. So then 5 minutes later,
Different times, bro.
5 minutes later, he's like, I gotta go. Meet me at my house for breakfast. And so I'm like, all right. So he leaves for breakfast. He leaves to his house. I'm like, what time? He's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, cool. So he leaves. I go to his house for breakfast, knock on the door. Because we working now. I bring my laptop, bring everything, my hard drives. We gonna work tomorrow. So I go knock on his door, click, click, click. As soon as I open up the door, he's like, why did Prince play the bass in my face? I was like, oh no, I just think he was just trying to respect. No, you don't get it. He's a meanie. He's a meanie. One time, like I told you, he tried to run me and my mama over with a car. And so, pause. Fast forward, Quincy Jones calls me. He's like, hey, Will.i.am, man. Where's my song, man? I've been waiting for that song for a long time, Will.i.am. I got this new record coming out, man. I need that song, Will.i.am. I'm like, oh, my, Quincy, I just been traveling, you know, preparing for this new Black Eyed Peas record and working with Mike at the same time. He's like, listen, you wasting your time with Mike. Ain't nothing ever gonna come out. I was like, no, I don't think you understand. Mike came with me to see Prince perform. You did what? I'm like, yeah, he came to see me perform with Prince. He's like, well, if you got Mike to come see you perform with Prince, well then, man, I think you moving something.
Yeah.
One time, Prince tried to run that nigga over with a car. I'm like, are you serious? That's what Mike said. He was like, he ain't lying. I need you to do me a favor, Will.i.am. Go on YouTube, type in Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown. And after this show is when Prince thought Michael Jackson sabotaged him, because while Prince came on stage, he held on to this light pole, and then he thought that light pole was a sabotage, and he fell into the crowd and almost hurt himself. So Prince thought that was a move from Mike, and you could see Michael on, because James Brown was like, ladies and gentlemen, we got somebody in the house. Michael, get up on stage, Michael. Come on, Michael. And Mike gets up on stage, does his little thing, does a little freaking dance, and then Michael, if you see this video, then goes whispers in James Brown's ear, and you know, since that whispering shit that I saw, it has to be true, because what it looks like, from what I could gather, it looks like he said, there's this guy out there in the audience, and everybody's comparing me to him, and I'm nothing like him. I need you to bring it up, because we both are inspired by you, and I love you, and he loves you too. But once and for all, people need to know that I am not him, and he is not me, and the industry needs to know it, please. I insist, please. So then Mike...
But this is what you think they said.
Yeah, because what happens after that is James Brown says, and give it up for Michael, because he insists that I bring up Prince, come up on stage, I insist. So then Prince hops on the security guard's like a piggyback ride, nigga. This dude's on piggyback ride. It's all on YouTube. Prince then comes on stage, does his little thing, then tries to get the crowd to clap. They ain't clapping. He does his like pterodactyl scream, walks off, grabs a hold of this light pole, falls and almost busts his ass into the crowd. And then from there, the legend has it is he got into his car and tried to run him and his mama over with a car. And so when Mike then came over my house to record, I'm like, oh, yeah, what you was telling me, Quincy Jones verified it. I told you, Will, I was not lying. I'm not lying. He's a meanie. And he also told me about this video that's on YouTube. What's YouTube? I was like, look, let me show you. Take that down. Who got that? Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that video from? Take that down. I was like, wait. What do you mean take it down? It's on the internet. What do you mean it's on the internet? It's on YouTube. What's YouTube? I swear to God, go on YouTube right now. www.youtube.com. Go on the search thing, put Michael Jackson, Prince, James Brown. You see it. Ain't no lies told here. I'm for real. So who, Prince, Michael Jackson?
You still ain't picked.
Both, nigga.
Okay.
Oh shit.
By the way, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. You exceeded everything.
Take it over. I'm gonna take a pee-pee.
Yeah, I hold it down. Everything I thought you was gonna be, you exceeded everything. You are. All right, hold on. Let's try to finish this up as fast as we can, because I know you gotta go. Oh shit! But damn, that story was so fucking great. MPC 2000 or the ARS 10?
Oh no, I don't even understand ARS 10s.
Yeah.
So MPCs.
MPC. Okay, we'll move on. Pro Tools or Logic?
Pro Tools. Logic is old folks.
Yeah, Logic is reggaeton. Right? It is.
Nuh-uh, Fruity Loops, bro.
Oh, Fruity Loops. My bad. I'm bugging. Okay, my bad. Yo, MTV Raps or Rap City?
Oh man, ain't no Rap City without you MTV Raps.
So we pick.
But Rap City was super important
Yeah.
for all the versions of hip hop. They talked about South hip hop. They talked about freaking, New York hip hop, of course. But then they also talked about Philly on Yo MTV Raps. They talked about Virginia. They gave love in Chicago. Rap City put a spotlight on all different tones and vibrance and frequency of hip hop.
So you going?
Both.
Well, okay. Salud. Okay. I thought you were gonna pick. Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society?
Boys in the Hood.
RZA or Alchemist?
I grew up with Alan. Alchemist.
Oh shit. Okay, I forgot his name is Alan.
So like that dude, when I signed to Ruthless,
Right.
he was with Muggs and them.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they were the Hooligans, and we were in a group
I forgot that.
We were in a group called At Band,
Wow.
and we would go to this club together. The club where I used to freestyle.
Did y'all hang out on Fairfax? I feel like y'all picked in Fairfax.
So I think they went to Beverly. I went to Palisades. We would hang out on Fairfax and Venice Beach. But we went to this club called Ballistics together. So I grew up musically with Al.
Okay. Ice Cube or Biggie Smalls?
Ice Cube.
Dr. Dre or Premier?
Dr. Dre. Who was it? Oh, the other one?
Premier.
So Dr. Dre, Premier?
Yes.
Wow. You can't even put those two things in the same freaking category.
Look, Colombian and the Dominican section. That's what they did. You gonna go start?
That's a both.
Yeah, that's a both. Come on.
That's a both.
Salud.
That's like, yo.
Gotta take a shot though.
The sun.
I'm watching you.
The sun or the Milky Way galaxy. Without the sun, we're not in orbit
We're not in orbit
to go around the galaxy.
I love that.
But we need the sun and we need the galaxy. You can't take either of them out. They're like two separate systems.
NYC or Miami?
Miami, you have no party.
Thank you.
You have no party that the whole America could be like, I get with that.
Right.
I want a party like.
Right.
You have no Luke. You have no.
Ooh.
You have none of that. So that you have no freaking. Is Lisa from out here?
I don't think.
Man, I hear me. Where's she from?
Nah, yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey, without New York, we don't have hip hop, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to mind my business.
Yeah,
as
you
I
have no
can.
808.
Well, Miami.
Yeah, yeah. So it both. That's a both.
All right, let's go.
Whoa.
I'm so stoked you said that. Salud.
He's got to get out of here, by the way. He's got a flight to catch.
Look, let's hurry up.
Cheers.
80s or 90s hip hop?
What 90s?
Whatever 90s you want.
Early 90s.
I would go No Tricks in 86
Let's time to build.
to What You Gonna Do in 92, even though we had fun in 91. And I would stop at 92. And I would go from 86 to 92, and I'd be like, that's the best era of hip hop.
I would extend it to 93.
Okay, 93 to infinity. I would go from 80. I would go from 86 to 93 to infinity.
I would,
and be like, that's the best
that
era
is
of
the
hip
gold.
hop.
That is the golden era, in my opinion.
So we need both of them. We need 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs or Elon Musk?
Damn, both of those cats is why my life is nice.
Right. Because you designed the car too, right?
So I invested in Tesla in 2006 before Elon took over it, like right around the same time.
Wow.
And then I was a part of Beats, and then Apple bought Beats from us.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about two companies that are like, that changed my life.
Right.
So I say both.
Oh, yeah, I love you. You're playing the game. Guy.
Yeah, both is
Playing the
both.
goddamn game. All right.
Dale que tú puedes.
Sports Chance, we back. Hey. Don't forget, Drink Champs Army. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the code Drink Champs to get matched up to $100 deposit.
That's right.
Let's go.
That's right.
So we still in the playoffs. Let's
not just talk about the playoffs.
Okay.
The Knicks won in the motherfucking playoffs. Motherfucking haters. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? For the first time in 18 years, I'll be a Knicks fan for this round. It's Philadelphia.
Listen, we don't want you. We don't want you. You can stay where you at.
Now, just to tally up the picks that we had last week, N.O.R.E, you was 7 for 9.
I was 7 for 9.
EFN was 5 for 7.
Ooh.
I was 2 for 3. Sonny DBT was 4 for 7, and Diego 3 for 6. Drink Champs Army. So we're gonna go right into game 3. Okay. Number 1 seeded Boston Celtics against the number 8 Heat. It's game 3. Jason Tatum 6.5 points in the first quarter. Is that higher or lower?
Jason Tatum is the dude that look like Drake, right?
Yes.
Yeah, his F curl be popping.
Higher.
Yeah, he gonna go higher.
Sonny?
I say lower because he tries to pass and get the rest of his team involved.
Talking to the mic, Sonny.
Usually in the first quarter, he tries to get his team involved. So I'm gonna say lower. And the Heat has a top 5 defense too.
I think Jason Tatum's coming out shooting higher.
Okay.
EFN?
I'm gonna go lower. I agree with
you.
Sonny.
You gonna go lower? All right. Now, in total of the end of the game, he's averaging 26.5. Would that be higher or lower?
I'm gonna go higher again. Jason Tatum has to have a big game to beat the Heat.
Yeah, and this is they're playing in Boston.
Now we're in Miami. Game 3.
The game 3's in Miami.
Yes.
I think he got chicks out here, so he gonna be trying to show off.
Now, Bam Adebayo, the newly named Olympian for the USA.
Congratulations.
He's averaging 17.5 points. Is he going higher or lower? At home. Sonny.
Higher. He's at home, and that's the only shot they got.
Yeah, higher.
See him dropping 20, higher.
There's a clean sweep. I'm going higher as well.
Yeah.
Now, for the shooting guard, we got Tyler Hero, 5.5 points in the first quarter. Underdog Fantasy, they're going tight. 5.5 in the first quarter. Higher or lower?
I think Tyler Hero's still missing his shots. Lower.
Yeah, you said that too.
I'm gonna tell him. You told him.
He's missing his shots. It was
I
don't know. I'm going with his hate. His hate was so strong.
I believe it. Because supposedly Jimmy Butler went and said, "Oh, you missed."
No, we don't do gossips. I'm with you.
All right.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I love the attitude. Niggas is doing well. I'm not mad at you.
That's right.
Now, Jaylen Brown, first quarter, 6 points. EFN, higher or lower? Higher than 6 in the first quarter?
Yeah.
Sonny?
Higher. He's having a great year. He's everything higher for him.
I'm not mad.
All right, yeah, he was convincing. I'm going higher.
Drink Champs Army, we are paying attention and we're doing a great job. So rebounds.
We need to pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, we have to. We have to encourage ourselves so they know that we're doing it right.
That's right.
So Jaylen Brown on rebounds, 6 total rebounds in the game. Would that be higher or lower?
Higher.
The total game?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say he'll go higher.
Definitely higher.
I'm going lower on this. EFN?
Wow.
I'll stick with Crazy Hood, brother. I'll go lower.
I'm going lower too. Bam's in the center.
Thank you.
Okay.
There you go. Drink Champs Army. Don't forget, download the Underdog Fantasy app, Sports Champ. See you guys soon. Boom.
This is the last one. Quick time of slime. One more question and then that's it. After this. Loyalty or respect?
That's a lyric.
Damn. I'm a jack myself then.
So, yeah, that's a bar. That's your shit. Loyalty or respect? It's also OC. But no, not directly OC. Rather, got a whole lot of respect. Loyalty or respect? Well, aren't they in the same family?
I always say that.
We say that.
We always say that that's
it.
the only time we should drink.
It should be
Through this
both.
whole thing.
But people like to pick and give
And you mad
big
smart and shit,
explanations.
so like I gotta give you because
You can't not have respect. You cannot be loyal to somebody if you don't respect them.
That's right.
And if you respect them, then you're gonna be loyal to them.
God damn it.
Right. Or you could be loyal and then not be loyal all of a sudden, and then that's when you disrespect them.
No,
like we just
because you were never really. Then that loyal was based on your.
It was limited loyalty.
Ulterior motives.
Right.
You're loyal for wrong reasons.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause you
look,
never
we
really
always
re-
think that both is the right.
That's right.
answer.
Let's take a shot. Salute.
Okay.
Who would want both
I know you
anyways?
gotta go. So this
Cheers.
This is something that you did for me personally. You didn't know. I always thought F1, this racing car shit. Now I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. I always thought it was some racist shit. Like I didn't think, it was never black people around. You being a part of F1 single-handedly made me say, "Holy shit, they do accept us," because there was no drivers. There was no Lewis before this. So when I seen you participating, then Lewis comes along. I believe Bubba Wallace is his name. That's NASCAR. Whatever the fuck. Driving, period. I thought all of them was fucking Dukes of Hazzard. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's all it was.
Yeah, you're wrong.
This is my opinion.
No, you're wrong.
What made you start participating? Because I saw somewhere you performed all 23 in the 23 countries.
No, I would go to as many F1 races as possible. And the reason why I go to them is, I have over 300 schools teaching kids robotics and computer science. And so if there is an entity that tells kids, hey, look, this is engineering at its highest level.
Right.
Engineering is a sport. Without those engineers, none of them drivers is doing anything.
Wow.
So here's a sport that's all about engineering.
Wow.
So I go there so I can meet engineers. Like, yo, I need mentors.
Wow.
I go there to network.
Wow.
Like, there's machine companies, software companies, engineering companies, mathematic companies, technologists that show up to F1. And so I'm on a hunt, like I said from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go out and find what's coming next. And so if I want my community, Boyle Heights, And then when we venture off to other communities to have the best of the best mentoring my kids, I'm gonna go out where the best are. Like, yo, I need engineers to teach my kids so we can compete in this robotic competition, and whatever you're doing with these cars, I need you to shed that light to my kids.
Right.
Where our program is at. And maybe there is a void. Maybe there's not that many people of color there.
Right.
That don't mean they gotta be there forever.
Right.
Like, you think it was black people in the NBA from the jump?
Nah, I seen it.
No pun intended on the jump. We wasn't always there.
Right.
You think it was black people in the freaking MLB from the get-go? Or Dominicans? Or Puerto Ricans?
Cubans.
Or Cubans in Major League Baseball? That wasn't from the beginning.
Yep.
But we entered that space and then dominated that space. And so there's a new space that we need to enter. That's engineering. That's mathematics. That's science.
Not need to, we have to.
Yo, urgently.
Yeah.
Urgently, like with our full spectrum of competitiveness, audaciousness, ambition, and like bring it. What?
Right.
However we want to express ourselves in these rooms. Because if we're not in these rooms and the AI don't show up and meet us how we are, how we speak, it's gonna be a fucked up 2040. It's gonna be a fucked up 2050.
Yep.
It's gonna be a messed up 2060, 2070, and then we would have repeated the same shit that repeated from the third industrial revolution.
Yeah.
Why do we want to repeat that?
If we make it that far.
You think we was there with freaking power plants? Yeah, we were there contributing, but we didn't own the companies. We was there with electricity and freaking illumination and light, but we weren't there owning the companies.
Yeah, that's how you get those families.
We was there with the railroads, but we didn't own. It wasn't our companies that owned the freaking the trains.
Right.
We was there in the automobile, but how many black people owned automobiles?
Right.
We was there in music, but it took a very long time for us to own the record companies. We was there for radio, but very few of us owned the actual radio station. We was there for television, but it took us a very long time to own a BET. And then when we owned the BET, here came more freaking perspectives to send us into the prisons that were privately owned.
Right.
Like, why does it have to be that way? We don't have to repeat yesterday, bro.
Right.
Repeating yesterday is a calendar. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wait, as if we can't invent new days. Now, somebody's gonna be like, that sounds like some Kanye shit. Pause. It sounds like some vision shit.
No, it's true.
And Kanye's blessed with visions. Pharrell's blessed with visions. It's those other folks that
Did you just say you want to make 8 days a week?
No. You want to make 8 days, nigga. You want to make like, you want to make same amount of days.
Yeah, let's keep it there.
Keep it the same amount of days. The metaphor was not for the changing of days. It's the changing of the guards, the changings of the architects, so we can make sure that our communities and people that move like us, walk like us, talk like us, vibe like us, are better off tomorrow.
Right.
That was just a metaphor as far as the naming of days, because somebody was, ambitious enough to name these things we call days in the first fucking place.
Made the motherfucking calendar.
Well,
right, August.
Right.
Motherfucking name Augustus.
Right.
August's name's Augustus?
July.
Yeah,
Motherfucking name Julius.
man.
It's supposed to be 10 months, not 12. 10 months in that Deca for December.
So who the other two niggas then?
Two niggas is Julius and Augustus.
Oh, the niggas just put themselves in there.
Yeah, bro. That's like, and then we're gonna add a 13th month, and it's called Yayus.
Yo, well, I know you gotta go. I see your people. Listen, you taking another? You taking shots without us? Hold on.
I thought we said both.
Let's take
I know, but you gotta wait for me to take
a grand shot.
Hold on,
you got a shot right there.
Listen, Will, I'm gonna be honest with you. Thank you so much. I know you don't have to do this. Then let me get that.
And we actually have to do this again because we have to sit here at least for like 4 or 5 hours.
Because I can listen to you talk all day, and I really want you to open up a school, not for kids, grown men.
That's
like me.
And women, grown men and women.
Yeah, that we could go and just listen to you and just see how you break down technology and you break down what's going on, what the future is going to read. You are our Elon Musk. You are our Steve Jobs. You are
well put.
That to us, to our community. And I wanted to tell you that face to face, man to man, because it's the truth. The shit that you're on now, people won't be on for another 10 years or 7 years. So the fact that I know you, the fact that I even have like, you know, a relationship with you, I you know, in the most, you know, great way. I admire that. Like, because I seen you, I rented a studio next to you and Busta Rhymes to try to get at you, and I couldn't get at you. You know where I met you? We met each other in Vegas in baggage claim. I spent so much money to be next to you and Busta when y'all was recording, and we didn't even meet then. We met in fucking Vegas in baggage claim.
That's the way it be.
No, you know, I just want to say, like...
And you gave me a beat.
I've been watching your show.
Yes, thank you.
Not just watching it, but loving your show.
Thank you.
The interviews that you guys do is like, you pull the truth out of folks. Sometimes it's uncomfortable for the folks. Sometimes people come here and they like just rinse out how they feel. And you created a space for people to express the things that they want to get off their mind, their spirit, their energy. And it's one of the only truth places for whatever version of truth people come to your show to do. And I don't know if that's like because niggas is sauced up.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, so yeah.
But it's dope. And I always wanted to come on it. I'm like, yo, man, I want to go on Drink Champs. I want to be on it. Like, man, one day, like, you know, like you give people something to dream towards. Just because of how natural it is. It's like, if we lived in the projects, I'd be like, yo, I want to go over N.O.R.E's house.
Yeah, my house is lit. Yeah.
Right? I want to go to Effen's house. I want to go see what records he got.
Yeah, yeah.
If we was in the projects, it would be like that. Like, Ma, let me go over to N.O.R.E's house. Yeah. Hold on, let me call N.O.R.E's mom. Yeah. Like, who's over there? Like, it feels like a little village. Like,
right.
You know, it's an awesome thing that y'all created. And it reminds me of like, my village, my little projects, my neighborhood where I come from, it vibrates with truth all around it. So it's an honor to be here. The things that you said means a lot to me because I move super ninja tiptoe. Yeah, like I don't make noise. I roll super stealth on purpose.
Yes.
Because when you're doing these types of moves, even me saying what I'm saying is not stealth.
Right.
But it's stealth. I got some. Yeah.
Listen. I just want to thank you face to face, man to man. We really love you over here, and this is your platform. Anytime you want to promote anything, I don't care if you want to promote corduroy toenails.
Thank God you changed it up from pink toenails.
Yeah. The corduroy toenails.
It's kind of hard, right?
No, that nigga ain't getting no fucking pedicure, nigga. Them shits is bumpy.
But
hold on.
This how much I thank you so much because this is such a beautiful. You gave us such beautiful stories, and I just want to thank you, man. You know, brother to brother, because I know you didn't have to be there. I know you know the success, and you took your time out to be with us. You could have been anywhere on what did they say? You could have been anywhere on this world, right. But you was here with us.
No, I mean so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much, brother.
We had
take a couple pictures. Go ahead.
I had a meeting today at Sirius XM.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm about to do Drink Champs.
Yeah.
And then they was like, yo, just make sure you let them know that you and your AI got the show on Sirius XM.
Oh, we know. Yeah.
No problem.
Of course I'm doing that.
Promoting that show? What is the name of the show on Sirius XM?
FYI show.
FYI.
And if anybody want to rock out with Fiona and Finn, my AIs that are there, just download FYI.AI.
Those are your co-hosts on the show, right?
Yeah.
Fiona and Finn, and then you gonna have N.O.R.E too, right? I gotta be somebody like
if you dead ass wanna do that.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. I wanna be like, yo, what up, nigga?
No, I swear to
bitch. Fuck, nigga, yeah. We going to Red Lobster. Make it right, motherfucker.
That'd be the illest.
No,
I want to be that guy.
If you want to do that, we could do that. Like, it'll be awesome.
Yes.
But in June, I got this other thing. I'd love to come back on the show.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
I got this partnership with Mercedes.
God damn it.
Where we transform. We transform the people's experience with music in a vehicle, and I go to China on the 25th of April to launch. To announce what we launched at CES in January. And so like we'll be like across the whole entire fleet of Mercedes vehicles with our AI and our music service. And just listening to Eric B. and Rakim, seeing him in front of that Mercedes. And, you know, Sir Mix-a-Lot dropping Benzo kit, AMG kit. And then Ice Cube, me and Lorenzo rolling in the Benzo. Like, our love for Mercedes to have landed this partnership with AI and music with Mercedes to be across the entire fleet. We're gonna you'll hear more about that in the next coming months.
So we ending this interview by saying you got a full-fledged deal with Mercedes.
Yeah. I told you I'd be moving like Tiptoe Ninja, bro.
Couple of bitches. Holy moly, guacamole.